let's get started. To recollect where we are at. Last session. Where did we start last session? I can't remember. We were leaving the Gorgas camp. Intend on heading back to Nag to maybe fulfill our end of the bargain. Maybe give her Ragadraga's head. Maybe see if we could come up with other options. That was sort of left open-ended, if I remember correctly. Not a lot of different things, but it's pretty big that session. Essentially resulting, as you guys are traveling across the wastes in your vehicles, you saw a enormous figure on the horizon, a cloud that you could see from miles away, followed by a cloud of dust going miles high. It was veering towards you, and once you got a better look, you could see it was a enormous fire giant. Even close, you could see it was led by a enormous horde of ogres. It was followed by an enormous horde of ogres. Some debate was had whether you thought you could cut around it with the fuel supplies you had, or whether you should retreat. It didn't take a genius to know that this is probably the warlord known as Vorgath the Ash Tyrant. Long story short, at Ragadraga's advice, he said, "You don't fight this guy in the open." You turned around, hunkered down in your pseudo capital at this point, and waited. He obliged, and within a few hours, he appeared over the dunes and had you guys, and essentially was waiting on a challenge of any to meet this new warlord. Gore obliged him, and he was, to say the least, unimpressed with a man of such stature in control, now a warlord. This actually worked to your advantage, because normally any challenge would be a 1v1, which, frankly, Gore was doomed to lose. But Gore was able to play on Vorgath's pride, on his confidence in just total domination, to turn it into a 4v1. Challenge was issued. A circle was drawn in front of the gates to the Gorguts fortress, and glorious combat ensued. Damage was done. Stone was turned into lava pits. A lot of stuff happened until eventually Jacob, in his giant form, was on top of a prone Vorgath, brought his axe down, and clove his head from his shoulders. By law of the wasteland, which you guys are now familiar with, the ogres responded rather positively to this development. 100 ogres now swear fealty to their new warlord, Jacob. Great, the whole thing happened, chanting his name, all the pounding, fist pumping, all that sort of stuff, the rah-rah. And soon that fades down, and the camps go back to their the Gorguts go back to their camp. The ogres sort of go back to their caravan, and this leaves you guys right where you started last session, right there at the Gorguts camp.
I think it is very important that shortly after assuming control of the Ashen Horde, I make an opening statement that is an opening raid. And so, in hope to show these giants what my particular strengths are as a leader, I'm going to attempt to find like a pack of demons or some other kind of stupid enemy that I can exercise tactical mastery over.
Good.
Are you doing this?
The following day, while everyone else kind of goes back to Mad Maggie.
Great. Okay. Are you going to try and take anyone with you as a guide or anything, or you just hoofing it?
I am.
Would anyone like to join Jacob? I should ask.
I can join. I'll be happy to join with a small
Oh
crew.
no! I split the party.
No, or
No, you have to. No,
different people.
Okay.
brother. Yes. Your lead is not yet cemented. Your leadership is not yet unanimously accepted. This is a critical time for you, as it is for me. Be with your people, and I with mine.
Understood.
But I'm super chill to do that. Alone and kind of be working in the background this session. I'm happy to, like, if we want to play that out, take a couple people with. I would probably take a Gorguts member who knows the road, probably. But
That can happen.
What other if we were to strike a raid on another warlord to exercise your dominion and perhaps gain another lordship, where might we strike? Unless it's something you'd rather be a little bit more low key.
no, I intend for this only to be an opening statement. This sort of raid is to set the tone. I intend to fight against an enemy we will defeat with minor casualties, if any, and swiftly overcome them. It is to be no great feat, only a taste of what is to come.
Well, in that case, I wish you best of luck. Seems like a great use of your time. Honor Lord Jacob.
And you, Pylord Jacob. Pylord Jacob. Pylord Omar.
While Jacob is doing
We're all
that,
Jacob now.
I don't know who is all, like, there was a bunch of lore dump on different warlords in the area. Does people have that? Do people have that?
They should now. I just put it in general.
Great.
In the chat.
Okay.
In the
So, that was something that was talked about last session. Oh gosh, you have like the whole.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot better notes than what I have. Great. Thank you, DM. All right.
No.
So I guess Gora will talk about. I don't know. We have this debacle. And this is like in my peak warlord kind of elevated area in my camp, secluded from the rest of the group, or secluded from the rest of my crew. So we had a deal. We had a deal with we have a deal that involved the Misfits. That being that we had to give Ragged Raga's head to shoot, what's her face? Oh, Mad Maggie. Do we... I wasn't for sure if we want to use that with her, like, if we want to take that bargaining chip and use it, or I don't know what are people's thoughts on things.
Well, you promised her a head, and frankly, if anyone is going to rise to oppose you, I think it would be Raga Draga. So, this may not be a bad move.
I guess, when it comes to information, we have the information that we got. Like, we have a crap ton of information that we got from him. I feel that the information that he has is depleted. We know now what he knows.
Except for one thing, is perhaps he provides more loyalty than he does disloyalty to your band. That could be debated, however. I'm not one for the subtleties of social conversation, but Mishak, do you have a read on Raga Draga? What do you think about him? Do you think he'll try and rebel more, or just from what you've seen in past interactions? You know people.
Mishak, if you'd like, you can roll an insight check.
Got my dice ready. My gosh, this is so embarrassing. Oh, what am I, D20?
Come on, Dan.
I know. Oh, that's an 11.
And you get the sense that Raga Draga, if not openly disloyal, is very confused with this new style of leadership. It's new to him, and he's not comfortable with it. Especially an alliance of lords.
I say that. We have come to Avernus and have literally flipped some tables and metaphorically flipped some tables down here. I can't imagine that anyone who's not other than maybe Zariel, who has their own leader, they might not respond in absolute haste to these the new rising leaders. Perhaps speed is on our side then, of which we don't give them an opportunity to actually formulate a plan and adapt. We use speed as the weapon of conquering. That has been done before. It makes us vulnerable as well, seeing as we have not raided many. None of us have become warlords, quite frankly, and so, to me, we may not gain access to the actual absolute commands of our troops if we continue to grow quickly. But I imagine that moving at quicker speeds is probably more beneficial for us. But I don't anticipate any sort of open war where we have to be on the defense for at least a little bit longer.
Well said.
Well, I think the idea that Raga Draga is uncomfortable with this idea of multiple lords willing to fight for each other, if he is unsettled with that, I think he is going to be a weak link. I think this satisfied the deal. This satisfied the deal that we give his head to Mad Maggie. Hopefully that gives us good terms with her, and we can use her as a resource. She sounds more intelligent, at least so far, out of the warlords in this area. She sounds like a more intelligent one that'll be able to help us out with the land anyways.
Yes, I don't want to forsake our allyship with her more than we need to, at least at the moment. How would you like to do this, Gore? Something quiet in the night or a public execution? What do you think would get the most loyalty?
I think we give Ragged Ragged to her, bound. And it sounds like the rivalship that they have, she would be willing to, she would be giddy over the execution of him in front of her. Whether that be one of us or her, I think we should do it right to her face. And if she wants a public appearance on that execution of Ragged Draga, that's her call. But what that does is it says we can be useful to her. That means she can give us information that can help us in the future.
Certainly, it may win us more favor if we bring him back alive. Mad Maggie seems the morbid type.
We just need to make sure that he is bound.
And can't escape. Right.
Bound? We could kill him at any time.
True.
We'd
Absolutely.
Fight back,
but I do. The issue that we don't want to bring a what do you say? We don't want to bring a bull into a china shop.
Sure.
I have a bit of an idea. If it goes awry and he dies in the process, doesn't matter. We still have a head. I need access to your, if there are any kitchens here, Gore.
Go for it.
It's time for the Pie Lord to make a pie.
There are technically kitchens, not
Yeah.
anything you would classify more scrap like a scrap metal oven and giant fire pits for roasting meat on skewers.
Good.
But that's essentially it.
Good. All right.
In the corner, there's a campfire full of metal that's like heated up, and that's what it is for fire. And then like a rotisserie system that's on top of it. And then you have a guy on a wheel, like spinning the wheel as the rotisserie returns.
Good. Any of you boys care to learn how to bake a new pie with me?
Pie?
It's not apple pie this time. Something perhaps more nefarious. Have you guys ever heard of Snow White before?
Oh boy.
Snow is white, though. Why did you clarify that?
Not the substance itself, but rather the well, anyway. Besides the point. I'm gonna go to the kitchens and start making a mildly tranquilizing pie with various ingredients I can find. And
Can I help our Pie Lord?
that'd be wonderful.
Absolutely. Yeah, make a, I don't know, intelligence check.
I'm down for that. I can make an intelligence. Yeah, the goal of this, I think it'll be the form of sort of like a mincemeat pie, because that seems like there'd be the most kind of ingredients here.
Yeah,
I don't
you still
actually
have
know.
those apples from the tree. You still probably got like 20 apples or something from the tree too.
Yeah, I might use one, but that'd be about it. So, I think more of a, like, whatever their usual rations are, going to kind of cook them up a little bit.
Demon meat, yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Whatever
That
else.
is, that is an 18 on my
Yeah, you're chilling. You make it. It's good tasting pie, and it's got all the nefarious narcotics in it you want.
Good. Yeah, I'm just looking around. I guess, yeah, this might be, I understand it's probably a bit of improv on your part, Blake, but what kind of poisonous narcotics do we have here in Avernus?
Most plants that you do see growing, which are uncommon, the vast majority of them are in some way either brutally thorny, or if they're not brutally thorny, at least extremely poisonous.
Okay.
Whether any sort of mushrooms, little like very wiry razor-bladed leaf, like leaf ivies and weeds and that sort of stuff. Most things have some sort of poison, ranging from irritating to instantly lethal.
Okay, great.
You don't know very much about it, but you do.
Right.
But you can sort of get the vibe from other people there. They'll tell you, "Oh, don't eat that sort of stuff."
Yeah, I'll go around the camp a little bit. I'll also, I'm grateful that Magnus that you're helping me, because I'm gonna use your sniffer for some things as well. I think we're like, the way that you're helping me is that I'm grabbing these various plants around and like, what do you think about this? And you're both brutal assassin training, as well as your big sniffer are going to help in this. So yeah, we'll make a pie. The goal is that it just really knocks him out and puts him pretty weak and sickly for the time it would take for us to kind of travel across and deliver him.
Yeah, we'll say this pie basically has a poison with like a saving throw of like DC 18 or something.
Okay, great. So we bake up the pie. It smells delightful. Gore, I return to you. A steaming mincemeat pie in my hands.
Ooh, looks good. Could I have a slice?
The initial aromas as it's like coming across to all of you is very it's like delightfully like roasted. There's like a little sweetness there. We've got some like fennel and rosemary vibes happening. And then when you get really close to it, it's rancid. It's made of demon meat. It sucks.
I grab a fork and go.
This one is not for your mouth.
Okay. Is this chemical warfare?
Something like that.
You wish chemical warfare.
Honestly, chloroform might be more humane than what I've just done.
It would not be a proper D&D campaign if we followed the Geneva Convention.
If you would allow me to present this to Ragged Raga as our first top lieutenant,
That works
I think
for
this
me.
could help.
We should probably get
transport,
going.
man.
We should probably get going beforehand. Or we should get ready to go, so when he's ready, we can
Aye.
go.
Aye. Great. Yeah, we can like pull around the demon grinder and all that. Get our vehicles in order.
I think at this
So
rate,
you guys can all.
at this rate,
You guys can all fit.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys can all fit in one demon grinder, the big one. I said Jacob is probably not going with.
Yeah. This is what I'm taking off.
I'll say to the group, would you like me to join? I have some things that I could do as well with my crew. I'm thinking supplies are in order, and we might need one or two more vehicles. I would like to scavenge for those vehicles.
Sure. We can deliver this ourselves, and it's fine with me.
I think I'm gonna do that. So, DM, while they are doing their thing, I would like to gather a crew, hype them up, get them going, and I would like to get supplies to either scavenge for more vehicles or for more fuel.
So fuel's a lot easier to find than new vehicles. New vehicles are those are big deals. Like, no one makes these vehicles.
Yep.
They only come from the factories and basically every vehicle here is basically sold here by illegal arms dealers or stolen.
Sure. If we have resources to get another vehicle, I would like to get one more. If we don't, that's totally fine.
There's another damaged demon grinder. It's damaged because the explosion Magnus set off.
Yes.
And then there's some smaller vehicles that are also damaged. So you could try and get supplies to repair those.
Yep. I think that would be the
finding
best.
new vehicles. You don't just like find scrap vehicles and just find them now.
So let's find repair stuff to repair the damaged vehicles and fuel. Is my goal. However, so I'll take a crew. Who is with
What
me?
are you telling Raga Draga?
That's I think honestly, I'll let the rest of my party deal with Raga Draga. I mean, if Raga Draga has an idea of where those pools are, I'll ask him that. But then I'll just say, stay here. My party may, the rest of the warlords may need you. But have a good time here. So.
I'm gonna... Mishak, do you think you could convince him to eat with us? Maybe next to our vehicle?
I believe that's a reasonable request. I actually believe I'm pretty confident. I just need an hour.
All right. An hour.
So Adam, Gord, you ride off into the wasteland you go out on your Mad Max scavenging party.
Yep.
Jacob, are you gone at this point?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so both of our warlords have left and are off raiding, doing warlord things.
Oh boy.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. We are on the highway to hell. Right now.
Brother, we're on the highway in hell.
In there. Hell's bells.
Oh, whoa. Mishak, my brother, what on earth did you just send?
Uh-oh.
What is that?
A bunch
I
of
have no
jibber
idea.
jabber.
I'm trying to get us music boys. Don't worry.
I am worried. I'm just gonna spawn a monster through music.
Right.
All right, so the rest of us, what are we doing?
We're going back to Mad Maggie's. As soon as we get Raga Draga unconscious and hide up.
So, I might have missed this. Why don't we just hit his head?
It's not as fun. And we need him incapacitated for a long time. And
Got
I
it.
want to be the pilot.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Tylord wants to
Did
be.
you make
Tylord.
2 of those pies or just 1? Maybe we should let Maggie try it.
Hey,
I can replicate that very easily.
I don't know. What?
I've got the recipe.
What do we
Start
get from Mad
with
Maggie? What do we get from Mad Maggie if we give her Raga Draga's head? I missed that part.
Well, we got the
That's just
vehicle
what's that.
thing.
She's already given you stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys
we're paying
basically
her back.
own it.
I understand now. We're paying her back. Got it.
And our vehicle we have to return eventually. Probably,
Yeah.
you know.
On
Boulevard
loan.
pie recipes. Delicious apple pie. And nefarious.
I
Apple
should
pie.
say malicious minced meat pie.
Yeah, I like that. Malicious mincemeat. How exciting. 2d4 hit points regained for the delicious apple pie. Malicious mincemeat pie, incapacitated.
DC Constitution save DC 18.
Oh my. It's like a real save.
On DC on save 18. That's just awesome. Slowly grow this delightful recipe. Mishak, how you doing this? Oh.
There's something.
Whoa.
Hey, we got Uzox in the house.
Oops. Let's go.
I don't know how this is gonna work, but okay.
Sick.
Anyways,
It was working.
Mr. DM, sir, I would like to spend an hour. Mishek has been. I actually only need 10 minutes, by the way. Mishek has been famished inside of hell, and he was inspired by the Feast of Apples that we had when we had that little safe haven, and he's gonna take 10 minutes to cast Heroes Feast.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
And so I conjure a feast that appears on a surface in an unoccupied 10-foot cube next to you. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of the time, and the beneficial effects don't set in until the hour is over. Up to 12 creatures can partake in the feast. A creature that partakes gains several benefits, which last for 24 hours. The creature has resistance to poison damage. It has immunity to the frightened and poisoned condition. Its hit point maximum also increases by 2d10 and gains the same number of hit points.
Love it.
We haven't rested. Have we rested since our last encounter?
No.
Since your fight, no, you've not rested.
Okay.
They've not rested.
Oh, well.
We're gonna say this is the next day and that you have rested.
Okay.
Yeah.
That because you guys wouldn't have left without resting. That's 100% true.
So I'm gonna prepare a hero's feast for Raga Draga. And I would like this to be a very, very fine feast. Yeah, we're gonna bring in not food that would be found here in Avernus, but something that would be found in Waterdeep. Maybe something pertaining to the banquets that I've attended to with Kenneth Kennedy, and so maybe the other lords of Waterdeep or the other rulers of Faerun. And so Raga Draga will have never tasted anything with such fine, perfectly salted and seasoned food. And obviously
we're getting into Raga.
Can we also eat this? I would
Oh
love
yeah,
to share.
up to 12. Up to 12. Yeah. No, you guys are all invited. We are all feasting, by the way.
Good.
Maybe whatchamacallit?
We should love Raga, I guess.
Gore and Jacob, why don't you invite some of your top commanders? Would they enjoy some feasts?
Gore and Jacob are in the wastelands by this point.
They are. That's true. That's true. Never mind.
Well, we should guess who some of the top.
Yeah, we're gonna take a nice stab at trying to.
You guys know Raga Draga. There's Gror, who's the first one who.
Roar deserved.
Grower.
And then with Jacob, the biggest ogre. I guess they're all gone. All the ogres are gone. That wouldn't matter.
Yes. We'll take Roar and just pick some random guy off the streets. Maybe that's a mistake, but I think it would be fun.
Let's do it.
For someone, roll me a d12.
Very Catholic of you, Louis.
Got 2.
It's very King Louis.
A random were-rat is filtered out of the crowd and joins you in your feast.
We take care of the highest and lowest parts of our armies.
Good PR.
Uh-huh.
Morale has
Good
gone up.
PR.
What's his name? What's his name?
His name is Squill.
Squill. Perfect.
I like
This
that.
is one of those NPCs that's about to become a party favorite. That like the DMs. What's happening here?
Blake will actively kill him before he lets that.
I'm not playing more rats. No more rats.
send Squill to the front lines.
You just
So we are attempting to woo Ragadraga or what, or poison him.
I just need him to eat the pie,
What?
and then he
What's
should
in
be
the pie?
Poison.
so much badness. You wouldn't believe what could happen.
Can we maybe wait to give the
Enough.
pie till we're on the road? Or-
Enough to tranquilize a large boar, which I think he kind of is.
No.
You just bring him the pie after all
The
just pass out.
Olvar. The only problem with this is that the weave in the spell that I've recently learned makes you immune to poison.
This is
Well,
Kind of is.
I'll give him the pie first, and then he can dig into the rest.
Yes, we have a guys. We have a custom in Waterdeep that we eat dessert first.
in case the fire alarm
I'm
goes
reading
off.
Hero's Feast. It says the creature's cured of all diseases and poison and becomes immune to poison and frightened.
Oh my gosh, we can't. Well, he's gonna be unconscious
can't
before.
eat anything.
He'll be unconscious before he eats any of the feast.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, if it doesn't work, we can just kill him. It's not that big of a deal. Just put him in the car and knock him out. Like just put an exhaust fume into the running vehicle. It'll be fine.
Just shove his face on the exhaust pipe and let him.
Literally just. I have pillows. We'll be okay. He
Go
can
to
take a
sleep.
nap
Go to sleep. Go to
afterwards.
sleep. Go to sleep. Imagine
So bad.
imagine if
This is terrible,
suggestion.
guys.
Imagine if suggestion was a spell. But anyway.
Nah, bruh.
Eat this.
Wait, so you guys are up on the commander's day, like sort of platform there, and you guys lay at this grand feast, and Ragged Drag is called in, along with Squill, the were-rat. And is Gror here? He's here as well.
Oh yeah.
I think I would have brought Gror with me.
Gror, that
unfortunately.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So we're bringing another random.
Correct.
I'll roll another d12.
Another one.
Ragged
10.
Drag sort of hulks into the room. Will will sort of show up. Hold on.
Man, that volume's really loud still.
But yeah, you can just
Sorry.
turn it down manually. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm manually changing mine.
Yeah.
Ragged will come and see the feast, and you guys will sort of see in his piggish eyes sort of instant greed, but also confusion. He's never seen half these foods before. I imagine there's like a hog in the middle with an apple in its mouth, and he's like, what even is this?
It's foreshadowing.
Is he smart enough to recognize the corpse of one of his own types?
I wouldn't care if he did. What's this?
Well, first, Olvar.
Oh, well, Ragged Dragon. We would be honored if you shared our lordship feast with us as our first High Lieutenant of the United Helldiver Lord Army. As a token of our appreciation for your loyalty to Warlord Gore and to our coalition of lords, we've asked that you might feast at our regularly scheduled dinner, implying that this is, in fact, what we eat all the time as lords. I do say that out loud.
Right. You just captain's orders.
Yes. Some of the food might be confusing to you.
How'd you make it? I'll eat it, I guess.
Mishak's prepared much of it. I've prepared a little something as a starter, but Mishak could maybe explain more. Hi,
What's
Lord
this
Mishak.
rat doing here? And he'll sort of swat at Squill. Squill sort of on the side, like terrified of the man who used to be the warlord right next to him. And what's he doing here?
Well, we have a custom from where we come from, where in order to lead properly and have an effective unit per se, you must feed both the highest and lowest of the army, and in doing so, it gives you full command over the entirety. If you were to not view the lowest part of your army as
He's so good.
somewhat valuable, even if the lowest part of the army is simply just to be a body shield and will be killed almost instantly in battle, there's still a value to the cause.
Implying
to become mutated and be like a super were rat.
You're funny.
implying
Very
that
funny.
you are the highest and he is the lowest. I say out loud again.
Precisely.
You make no sense. I can't tell if you're joking or not.
Neither can
We don't tell jokes.
You can hear the gears like grinding, like a transmission's been stripped in his car. I'm not eating with him. Don't. I will not be seen to be eaten with the dregs of this warband. Neither should any of you. Makes you look weak. Makes you look unmerciful. That'll get you killed.
Well,
Allow me to help you real quick. And he's gonna grab for Squill and get a hand around his neck. And hold it
It's
up.
gonna kill him before you like him.
And he's gonna start to squeeze.
Could you
That's like,
please could you stop killing our last course before it's the last course?
What?
Implying that we are going to eat him at the end. I say out loud again.
that was good. That was very good. Excellent. He'll sort of toss Squill onto the table, knock a few dishes over and stuff. And he's like, he's freaking out.
I tell Squill, please eat up. We would like to have you fat.
Fattened Squill.
Fattening the pig.
What's happening?
I look over to Olvar like,
Oh my gosh!
Make an intimidation check.
intimidation.
Fattening the pig.
That would be a 21.
Yeah. Squill at this point has basically accepted his fate. He just thinks anyways can.
Oh my gosh.
Just shove food in his face. And you see, he'll start, there'll be this moment like, oh my god, this is the best food I've ever tasted. And then existential dread will kick right back in, and they'll go back and forth.
Implying that we are going to eat him. I say out loud again.
Descent into Avernus.
Anyway, Raga Draga, I think Olvar here is prepared for you. As is per tradition in our lands, the first course to be eaten.
I
We're curious
would
to see
assume
what your taste thinks of it.
I would assume that in your feast, Meshach, that there are like pies and other desserts around.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe I like set one in front of every single person. For our starter, we right, Meshach. There's some tradition, and I bring out the malicious mincemeat pie. I place its steaming contents before Ragged Draga. I personally prepared this more in the sense that maybe an acquired taste of home, a little bit mixed with some of our Waterdeep specialties, would be a good aperitif for our meal.
Right.
The fact that we have only referred to it by its full Christian name, the malicious mincemeat pie, should not be the part that is sending me about this.
He's gonna look at you like that's the dumbest thing. He doesn't even know. He doesn't know what an aperitif is. He'll take his hand. He'll just dip it into the pie
You
crust.
should eat it.
Into the pie crust, like basically scoop the entire thing out in a big mitt, and just sort of dump it into his big boar snout, and just a little is gonna fall out, some crumbs and little shreds, but he's gonna down the whole thing. Now for the moment of truth.
Come on.
Constitution saving throw
Please.
will be a 1 on die.
Whoa!
It was like,
My lord strikes again.
that's
That's so terrible.
he'll finish the entire pie in like 2 seconds. That was. Then he will face plant right into the table.
He already couldn't handle the first dish. What do you think of that, Squill? He's on his like 4th pie at this point. Squill is.
Squill,
He's like, it's my last
Squill's
dinner.
Like, gorging himself like he's on death row, eating his last meal. He sees Ragged Dragon's face plant. He just sort of like looks up from like gnawing.
Hey, Squill, do not worry. Your pie is just a normal pie. Please enjoy the rest of this feast with us.
We start eating.
We are not going to eat you. At least today.
Yes.
As you say, yes. And he will go back to gnawing like a rat.
Well, that worked splendidly.
All right, let's finish dinner and get on the road.
So, what are all the benefits that you have just bequeathed us, Meshach?
So your hit point maximum increases by only 5. That sucks. Increased by 5. You cannot be frightened or poisoned. And immunity to frightened and poison condition. Hit point maximum also increases by 2d10, which I rolled a 4 and a 1. For the next 24 hours. You also have resistance to poison damage.
Mm-hmm. Goody. Anywho, do we have anyone here if we all leave? We don't. To watch over these guys?
And presumably there's like more, there's still like sort of a hierarchy of might makes right,
Yeah.
but there's like no guy who's in charge, you know?
Okay.
They know where the warlord is. And
That's true.
So
They know
Yes,
the
sir.
warlord's going raiding.
Warlords go
yeah.
on raiding all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
And sometimes they come back and have to crack a few heads, you know? That's how it is.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep. All right.
Thanks.
Let's roll.
Okay, you guys have a probably 400 pound, 400 pound unconscious wereboar laying on the table.
Yes, we should get a tarp.
It could be a good idea. Some kind of stretcher, perhaps. Could easily be. We can just use the table.
We should still cover him, probably, so there's not mass unrest in the camp.
That's fine.
Would there be mass unrest? This seems normal.
You have a good point, Magnus.
Is Magnus here? Okay.
I'm gonna go find a tarp. I assume that there's plenty of scrappy stuff around. Some kind of cloth. Cover them up.
Yeah.
And maybe take a piece of long scrap metal and create like a little stretcher.
Yeah, I mean you can find like a big piece like of tattered hide leather. There's plenty like pieces like that. You can get them on a piece of. It's not too hard to with the scrap available to make a stretcher. You can throw it over his body. It's very clearly a large humanoid. It's very clearly a wereboar. Like he's got tusks and a big snout and all that sort of stuff. It's clear it's almost like a bundle of pillows or something underneath the.
Okay, so maybe we put it on him like a blanket and he's sleeping.
I like that.
He drank too much.
I tuck him in.
Right. Excellent.
Jedi business. Go back to your drinks.
I don't know who's lifting this thing.
I at least don't have
Magnus and probably Ulvar, mostly.
Yep.
I suppose we have Magnus too. You're right. Magnus has the Loxodon carrying capacity. Yeah, you guys can do that, no problem. Then.
Great. Magnus and I all into the demon grinder. Plop him in.
Okay, you guys start going down the stairs with Ragged Draga's body on a stretcher.
He's just asleep.
Passed out.
That's what I
You
keep
get
telling
1,000 looks right away.
you.
What are they doing with the boss?
We had
a particularly grizzled
we weren't
werewolf is going to
drinking.
come up to you. What's going on? Yeah.
He had too much to drink. We're taking him back.
Ragged Draga, too much to drink.
We challenged him to see if he could outdrink all of us at once.
Make a
At the
persuasion
same
check.
time. This is straight up lying, though.
Or, excuse me, yes, deception, you're correct.
No, persuasion. Get too much to eat, actually.
What is my... Where is that? 23, actually.
Oh, let's see what.
I'm a Riz character, man.
He's suspicious, but I would have just left him up there. Don't know what you're doing here.
Well,
Very well. Let the warlord know when he gets back. I'll let you buy. He'll buy it.
I'll lean in. I'll lean into the werewolf, and like, but while your warlord is gone and the lieutenant is incapacitated, perhaps if you continue to keep order in the ranks while we take our leave for the moment, there might be a promotion waiting you when the warlord gets back.
Is that what he said?
That's what I heard. Implying that's what he said, I say out loud.
We have to be so clear to these guys.
You'll see him sort of stand up a little bit. Very well. I'll go crack the heads that need cracking. There's always some. And he'll sort of turn and stalk off back into the main area.
Alright, Blake, who is this guy?
Wait, what's his name?
I don't know, Mr. Barkathy.
Mr. Barkathy.
We're just gonna keep making you create random warband NPCs.
I don't know, I don't have a name.
No, it's Mr. Barkathy.
In your political drama, your wartime politics was naming piles and piles of random NPCs who see us doing crazy nonsense. This all has such megamind energy.
All right.
Regardless, you guys get to the you're able to load up into the demon grinder and into Mad Maggie's demon grinder, and you.
We are bringing Squill, also.
Okay, you bring
Yeah, for sure.
Squill, you get shotgun.
Guys, again, I am kind of here to just like mutate Squill to be like a were-rat person.
That was what
We'll
this
get bigger into him, and he just gets like 3 times bigger. Then he becomes our new lieutenant.
What do we feed him for that, though? Just demon blood, probably.
Demon Spirit has a chance to mutate you randomly. You could just keep on trying with different were-rats if you really wanted to.
That'd be fun.
We'll name each of them, like, after they take a drink, like, your name will be Squill if you survive. And then they, like... Alright, we'll enact that plan.
This is terrible. This is actually awful.
It's so bad. Oh my gosh, not real.
It is okay.
There's so many things absolutely wrong with that.
It is fuel for like Squill knows that this is fuel and it is bad for him. So I don't know.
Oh yeah,
We're not actually
they all know that.
Unless I can take it into a pie.
If you
I was
make
gonna
it
say,
into a
how
pie.
about Pie Lord here?
Oh, what's
Use
this
it
one
as a
called?
base.
Delicious, malicious, nutritious.
All the vitamins and minerals.
I'm putting that in there. It's going on my recipe book. Nutritious. Invotate.
Mutacious.
This is too good.
Yeah, mutatious.
Yeah, mutacious.
Blood and sausage pie.
There we go.
My only notes for this session are going to be shenanigans ensue.
I'm just writing down Squill
Expect this,
and
Blake.
No, he's not expecting were-rat eugenics, no.
You know what they say? No one expects where at eugenics.
No one
when
does.
it comes.
We should start a D&D quote book, guys.
yes.
I wasn't expecting where he had eugenics. First one on the
Where at
list.
eugenic inquisition.
Guys, I actually, if we think about this, we get all the in Avernus, and we just start mutating them all. I'm gonna get a small elite army of were-rats.
Well, that's actually what my army will be made of. I thought I told you guys that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I
what it
missed
means
that
for
part.
Pie Lord. They're just equipped with a lot of different pies.
Oh, Pie Lord Rat King?
Anyways,
we drive to Maggie's.
we tear off.
Hope we don't hit giants.
It's a full 12-hour drive to Maggie's. I need
We're just
someone to
talking
roll
it
me a
up.
D12.
Got you. I'm so ready. 2.
Uh-oh.
Uneventful journey.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
see anything. No Vorgath the Ash Tyrant, nothing like that.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, you see the occasional like body torn to shreds or aftermath of combat or all that sort of stuff, but nothing out of the ordinary, you know.
Torn to shreds.
Yeah. But regardless, you are able to get to. You guys are able to pull over. You crest the dune, and you see Fort Knucklebone there, perhaps a quarter mile below you. At this point, well, Tristan, I need you to roll me a. We didn't really cover how long this poison is going to last. Tristan, just roll me a d20.
Okay. Roll. That would be a 4 on that.
All right, keep this nice and simple. In the 4th hour of your journey, you start to see Ragged Draga's head sort of toss back and forth, and his eyes slowly start to peel open.
I would like to go out. I had D&D Beyond on, and I saw Tristan's dice roll across my screen. What?
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? For everybody. I believe I made a second pie, but that was going to be for Mad Maggie. As he starts to stir, I go like, pie number 2, or would you like me to we just keep him unconscious a different way? Quickly, boys.
Eat him some more.
Alright, I'm gonna take the next pie. The second pie that I made. I've only made 2. And I will forcibly like hold his large snout closed and then stuff the pie into his mouth.
He's barely coming out of it. You're able to get it down, no problem. You're a tough guy. You forcibly drugged Ragged Draga and keep him unconscious to kill him, yes. Yes, good.
It's just so bad, but it's so good.
He's saying the
That's
same
how
thing
you
about that pie.
the market, like the marketing term for your pies.
Yeah, so bad, but it's so good.
We'll say that's enough to keep him unconscious this time. That cut like the double dose of malicious pie will keep him down. And you guys are able to pull in the Fort Knucklebone here.
Great. I think or whoever's driving, I guess I was, but took a break to stuff this pie in. But we're gonna like pull the
driver, so I can be driving.
I think we just pull into where we took the demon grinder out because we are supposed to return it.
Yep. Yeah, you guys will pop the red caps will no longer they'll no longer keep you out. They'll see you guys coming in with a demon grinder. They'll recognize it's Mad Maggie's, and they'll open the doors for you, the gates for you. You guys are able to pull in right up to that big, the big knuckle-looking mountain there. A bunch of the red caps and mad caps are running all over in their chaotic fashion. As you guys pull into the courtyard, and Mad Maggie, sort of old woman, sort of walk out like the tiny feet, like tiny little foot movements, sort of like hands sort of together like a villager, come out to see you guys. Her hulking flesh golem Mickey moving over her shoulder. Very much a villager and her iron golem.
Yeah. Great. Mad Maggie, we have what you promised and maybe a bit more. And I think.
What do you have for me?
Well, you asked for the head.
Payment of our deal.
First, your demon grinder safely returned.
Excellent.
And give me one moment, and I think myself, as well as our elephant in the room, will drag out the unconscious, incapacitated body of Ragged Ragga. In case you wanted a public execution rather than just his head.
Yes, it is much more than a head. This is excellent. How did you pull this off?
Well, they don't call me Pie Lord for nothing.
It's very evasive. What has ensued in the West?
Well, in the wise words, what I've heard many times in the past few days, glorious combat.
What happened to the Gorguts gang? Are they still intact?
Yes.
Mildly, I would say that there's
Mildly.
Ragged Ragga.
Excuse me. What was that?
An elbow you.
What did you say?
I mean, the leaderless Ragged Ragga's leadership is no longer available to them, so I think that they are grasping for new leadership.
Roll deception check.
Yes.
I didn't realize you were going that way with that.
I don't think we need to reveal all of our cards.
This is true. I thought we were
But I
just
do
going to
have
try to
a,
kill
I do have a
her now,
minus
so.
1. That is a 4.
It doesn't matter what you rolled because I don't know why you'd bother lying to me.
I suppose you're right. This relationship is built on a little more trust. I suppose I'm tempted to just keep secrets because they feel more powerful as they are. The one who struck Ragged Ragga down in our party is now considered their war leader.
Yes, it's Gore, isn't it?
Aye.
Simply replaced one power with another.
I suppose. Is that not the way of things?
It is. It is. I suppose if anything, he'll be, well, just about anyone will be more stable leadership than this brute.
Alright.
Well, I can promise that at least now there won't be as much hostility towards your band of misfits from that arena, especially considering our own partnership in many things.
Of course, as much as I would hope none at all. I certainly intend none towards you.
Insight check.
Please do.
Terrible. 9.
As best you can tell, she is just wants to be left alone. Regardless, I thank you. I will take him and I will... If you'd like to stay, you may. Otherwise, we will deal with him in our own particular way.
I would appreciate seeing it. I think we all would. I don't know how long he'll be. What I gave him to keep him sedated, I'm not sure how much longer it would hold him.
But that would be fine. Mickey, would you please? And Mickey's gonna come around, sort of dragging a giant chains, sort of as thick as your thigh, or your forearm. Tie him to the rock, Mickey. And Mickey's going to drag Ragged Ragga's forearm by the leg up to a blood-stained rock, think blood sort of in the outline of, think of like Michelangelo or Da Vinci's sort of man, like spread. That's the only place. Everything else is bloody on this rock.
Oh gosh.
And as Ragged Drag is being dragged, he starts to wake up a little bit. Groggly tries to like get up and understand what's going on as he's chained to this rock.
How many people are around us right now?
Oh, that you can see. There's always just like dozens of little madcaps, just sort of skittering around, doing things, being, in theory, productive. But there's dozens of them. They all look like a bunch of messed out gnomes, basically.
Oh yeah.
But as this happens, they start to gather. Clearly, this is they know what to expect here. And a couple of them are dragging this huge bag and dump the bag just to unveil all sorts of small knives, shivs, small pointy objects. And they're gonna start to go, like, jump for joy, like 4-year-olds who got a new toy. And they'll all start to grab one, and they'll all start to suddenly get into a nice early line. Like what was chaos automatically gets to a nice line like kids lining up for recess, with Mad Maggie at the front of it. And one by one, Ragged Rag now fully awake now and cursing them all even deeper into hell. They'll all start to each get to throw a knife one by one at Ragged Rag, cycling through the line. Like children at the fairground, like playing a hoop game or something at the carnival. Mad Maggie like a caring grandmother.
I'm gonna, next to Mad Maggie, lean over as this is going on and just ask quietly, is this how you usually execute your adversaries, rivals?
Often by me a number of ways, but you got to keep them entertained, you know. So dreadfully boring down here.
Right.
Anyways, and they need to eat too.
I suppose there is that as well.
Are they all gonna get poisoned because of the poison pie that's in him?
That would fill for at a time. You only in small doses, spread out and stuff.
I confess I don't know much about these your subjects, these mushroom people. Where do they come from? There's so many here.
It's a long story, but the simplest part is they are all Fae, similar to myself. Like everyone here, except for the devils themselves, we come from a realm not this place, of course. I do not come from a place you would call the Sword Coast either. We found ourselves here through probably not too dissimilar manner as you did. We made the best of it.
I see that. I have a bit of Feywild in myself as well as a hobgoblin.
Yes, of course you would. You do. There are more of your kind out there. They might. Yes, bitter breath is as long as we're doing this whole system of regime change for a more stable wasteland, I suspect that leadership could be made over.
Alright.
Implying that you should take him over.
Seems like you have more ears than I thought in the other camps.
I have no idea what you're talking.
Well, I can't tell if you're lying because I have a terrible charisma, but Yes. Here's the thing, Maggie. Many of these things I'm sure you know that we've thought about before. And, well, Avernus is not a trusting place, but I hesitate to share, mostly because I'm not sure how much to trust you. If we were to... I would love an ally of you, but I don't know. Would at your best interest, would you turn yourself on us?
Yes, I would, but the nature of alliances here, might I suggest that we just make sure our best interests are aligned. That way we need not concern about trust.
Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate your honesty. I suppose that will have to do for now, then.
Of course. Is there nothing else I can do for you here in Fort Knucklebone? Or shall you be on your way, gallivanting through the mists?
Well, I suppose in terms of, as we speak of alliances, we could make use of your obviously extensive spy network for more information, perhaps where best to strike. That would be beneficial.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes.
Or, I think this is me DMing. I think there are situations where you can use intelligence for persuasion, sort of making a logical argument, sort of thing, as opposed to natural riz. You know.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those cases where if you make a compelling case for that, you absolutely can use intelligence instead of charisma.
Okay. So use intelligence for this one?
Yeah, as long as I'm trying to make a compelling, rational case, I'd allow that.
That's my hope. Basically, in this, like explaining in the sense that, as an alliance, best interest, use your resource. Our resource is might. While these guys are dangerous with many knives, they're not particularly powerful. At least that's what it seems. And so us kind of being a sword, and then okay. Intelligence. Oh my goodness. Rolling terribly. That is an 8.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You
I don't
seem
know
to
what's
be
going on.
mistaken. I don't have a spy network.
Well, then I guess we'll see who comes up next in the waste. Take our opportunities where they are.
Yes, I would warn you to steer clear of Kovix, please. He tries to stay above it all, but he could probably crush us all if he so desired.
That at least. Thank you. I look forward perhaps to stopping by again. We can keep each other updated with the happenings of the area, and well, perhaps at some point resources of ours might be shared with your camp for the right price.
There you go. You're learning.
Well, for now, I'll lean back over to the rest of the party and like, what do you think about just leaving Squill here? A token
Why?
offering. You can't go back and talk to the others, and he seems about as misfit as the others.
what she wants, Will?
Always ask.
Guys, this is the opportunity for Squill to become greater than he is already.
But
Obviously-
Squill in our party the whole time.
Oh, I mean, we could keep him as well, I suppose. Yeah.
First Lieutenant Squill.
If he wants to become one of the Pie Lords, well, we'll talk to him about it later. Anyway, great. Maggie, it's a pleasure. I hope your fellows here enjoy their feast. As I see them starting to tear into his flesh, I assume.
Oh, yes, and this whole time there's been just squeals of pain and cackles of hilarious insanity. Absolutely.
This is incredibly disturbing, and Louis is actively uncomfortable. He
you
can
say that out
acknowledge
loud,
that the
or-
Ragged guy is pretty evil and whatnot, but it still doesn't feel quite right.
No. Yeah, you guys walk away from the scene, the squeals of agony echoing as you leave, and you guys hear him floating out the barn. Squill is sort of leaning against the demon car.
Squill, a proposition for you.
Yes.
You have two choices. One, you stay here. We offer you as a servant to Mad Maggie.
No.
And you
Not with
keep
that.
us updated on. All right.
No.
The other is that you join me, and you become the first lieutenant of the Pie Lords. However, you would be merited some taste testing as a part of your lieutenantship.
What about? This would mean war with Gaul.
Would it?
Killing followers. He would kill you. He would kill me.
For what? Letting Ragged die?
I don't know. I don't pretend. You take his follower and you kill him. You take a soldier and you make him yours. That's a rebellion against the warlord.
It would be if the warlord didn't know about it. Welcome to something you've never seen before, Squill.
Men in Black initiation.
It's about to get weirder for both you personally and for the rest of Avernus. Here's your choice, Squill. I hold up two small little mini pies. One of them is red and one of them is blue.
I knew it.
And this one looks like the blue one looks like no. Which one's the yeah? The blue one looks like a little mix between it, like on there. I don't have any illusion magic. I can't actually do this. Imagine for a moment this. Help me here for a minute, kind Lord. This one, if you could imagine the blue, Mad Maggie and the dead boar, and hopefully with the cues, on there, little minor illusion, it shows Mad Maggie standing there as well as the dead lieutenant. Eat this pie, and you can stay here. You can believe what you want, that this is a little act of rebellion that you took part of, and that you can never return to the camp without being put to death. Or you eat this pie. The red pie.
And I showed glorious victory.
You follow us. You take part in this great coalition of warlords.
Show Gore standing over Ragged Draga. I show Jacob standing over the fire giant. Like,
We are not. We are not one, but we are not simply individuals all vying for power. We are, and not just a team, but we are a band.
I do like an Avengers pan of all the individuals in our party.
He'll sort of like raise a little paw, like right, and he'll
Join one, and you join us all.
come and just like grab the red pie.
Let's go.
It's like he looks like a cornered animal, but he will scarf down the red pie.
Good choice.
As you say.
What kind of lord are we calling him?
Well, he's not the warlord. He's just my
Oh, yeah.
lieutenant.
He's first lieutenant.
If Gore comes back, he might have my head. I follow you.
He will not have your head, little squill. For his head is joined with mine, and now yours with me, and all of us together. Not literally. Don't think about it that way. Metaphor. Never mind. I'm going to teach you how to read.
It's not real.
I'm going to teach you how to
And
read.
eventually, hopefully think for yourself.
As you say.
Yes.
Yes.
This is actually the birth
I follow you.
of a new archdevil.
Warlord.
Squill,
Yes.
I would like to... You can see Ovar's just like seized with a great moment of inspiration. Slightly fanatical in the many times that he has been over the past few days. You will no longer be named Squill. That is a small, squashed little name. I will give you a new name. Based on the books that I will first teach you to read. Your name is now Reapacheep.
What?
Reaper cheap.
Reapacheep. Yes.
What is that from?
Narnia.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna go with like Lord of the Rings at first, and I was like, I'm ready for Frodo or Sam to get dropped.
Who is Reapacheep? I forgot.
Reaper cheap. I am Reaper cheap.
Reapacheep. But that Reapacheep is fine. This is more fitting for Avernus. Strong man. You will learn about him in time. I will read you these books first. Anyway, Ovar seems to kind of realize like where he is and like we should be off.
Excellent. New lieutenant in tow. You guys, you don't have a vehicle. You just sort of walk out into the wastes.
Oh yeah, we don't. That's awkward. Wait, you have your dragon?
How many of those?
So we have dragon, we have squill. I can
So the
summon
dragon
a
probably carry like.
squill,
I can still
Read.
fly. I have my magic boots.
Okay.
but it only lasts for a time, right? How far can we get?
I think if we just go
last
back
hour.
to the Gore's camp, to the
Yeah, so the Gorguts camp, that was a full day's journey away, like a 12-hour drive.
Hmm.
And those cars move much faster than you could, except for
Okay.
like flying on a dragon or something. Walking, it could be a 3-4 days trip.
Okay.
Even
Wow.
flying, it'd probably be 2 or 3 days. Like with winged boots or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
I think as we
the movement in the air, so like it's the same speed. I can just get off the ground.
I think as far as maybe once we get closer to the outskirts of the camp, or like at the gates or right outside the gates, I'll fill everyone in on like basically, hey, stay, like what I was told, stay away from Kovics, and that there are, I mean, we have information on the other camps, is that right?
Yes. So what I've told you is basically what other warlords would, what you'd be able to gather from what you've been told from locals.
Great.
Is
But
Reapacheep now a level 1 warlock or something?
I will get to that when I get to it.
Yeah. No worries.
So funny.
Well, gentlemen, what?
So you step outside the gates. They clang shut behind you. Lightning strikes in the distance. A faint sulphurous rain starts to fall over the salt flats.
Oh,
You guys are standing out in the wastes of Avernus.
let's get out of here.
We'll pause there for 1 second.
Mhm.
Jacob, you left early this morning, whatever it is, whatever morning passes for Avernus, to go on a raid with the Ashen Horde.
Yep.
I need just roll me a luck check. Roll me a d20. Roll me survival. What do you find?
Survival is an 11.
11. Well, that's better than average. It's better than 10. You're able to find a small infernal patrol. Three devils on the sort of the motorcycle equivalent of the infernal war machines, going through a valley, a gorge with an entrance either on one side or in the other, but no side exits.
You said it. 1 second. What was that about an infernal machine?
Infernal machine. So the motorcycle equivalents of those.
Gotcha.
So you can look in general. It's a little bit up at the pictures of them. The smallest version of those, it can carry 1 or 2 people. There's 3 of them.
Okay, great. I think it would be in our best interest to. I'm going to talk to my group, and I'm going to this will be an opportunity for my ogres to practice following orders in the midst of combat and gathering the nice stuff that they get.
Mhm.
And I think after every combat, borrowing from Jacob's roots, he's gonna have a feast after every great mission, where every ogre one by one reveals the spoils that they have taken, and that becomes a status symbol.
Excellent. Roll me a. Just roll me a. I guess. What would be a good check? Just roll me an attack roll. Why not? That's a good stand-in for simple, quick combat here.
Brother mine, it's a natural 20.
Oh my
yes.
god.
You can pull this
Literally.
patrol apart exactly how you want. The ogres, you being of giant blood, they respond very well to your command. And you being of almost similar stature to them as well. They respond almost instinctively to your command. You can do this however you want.
Yeah. So that's what we do. I'm kind of teaching the ogres how to do right, and those who fail are not chastised very harshly, but are chastised with enough frustration that they see that I don't fuck around.
Yeah, you tear this patrol to pieces. They're manned by devil soldiers. roll me a. What do you do with the wreckage? You like salvage any of the vehicles? What's the plan here?
Yeah, I am going to go ahead and one of the vehicles I will just drive.
Right.
I think it's
It's
just gonna have
yourself. I forget what they call it, but a devil's ride, I think they call it.
Sure.
In the stat
Yeah.
block.
Okay. Great. And the other two, I think.
So one was destroyed when an ogre basically shoulder checked it and destroyed it, turned it toward pieces.
The other, I am going to have an ogre. We're gonna take it back to the Gorguts camp, and I'm going to explain to the ogres that I'm gonna give them this thing, and they're gonna give me something that I want, which is their blades when the time is right.
Yeah. They'll make a. You can make a persuasion check using intelligence or charisma with their yes.
At 20, Blake.
Oh my
Take
gosh.
him to being a warlord rather naturally. You explain the primitive idea of mutual exchange in a way that even an ogre can sort of kind of understand. Perhaps you might be the only person capable of doing this, not using too big of words.
Like it's very good for Jacob because he's not like he has lived a lot of his life around very simple-minded people who need to be doing combat often. And simple-minded is honestly an understatement for these oafs, but same principles apply. You just need to keep them moving, keep them full of treasure, give them opportunities to show off their treasure, and they'll be with you.
Yeah, those roles, especially the sort of the chieftain, the biggest one, named Og.
The OG.
Yeah. We give them wheels now. They give us things. But
Things.
it's like I don't kill person, they still give me food. Instead of eating them. And then no more food. You very, very big head. Big head. Big head. Big head. We all sort of look to each other and agree as if something very profound was just said.
Your beloved.
Look, this is going to be a unit by the time I'm done. These second graders, I tell you, they're going to be lining up. This is just me going to work every day.
Tom, does your students call you Big Head?
No, they do not.
Not yet.
Not
Not yet.
Adam,
Yes.
I need you to roll me a survival check.
Alright, I can do that. See how good my rolls are today. Oh boy. Survival. That is going to be a 14.
It's pretty good, yeah. You're absolutely able to, with the help of your warband and stuff, like who sort of know the area pretty well too. You know, Avernus is always shifting, but they sort of kind of know where stuff is. You guys are able to find a major sort of like a big steaming pool of demon ichor and
Cool.
harvest a lot of fuel. Roll me just a flat D10.
Flat D.
See how many of them die.
8.
So you get enough fuel to just fuel your entire sort of armada for 8 days
Wow.
straight.
Cool.
It's a good haul. You guys are loaded up on your tanks are full. Your oil barrels are full that you're hauling with you. It's a pretty good haul. Anything in particular you want to do besides looking for fuel and scrap?
So I want these guys getting to know these guys. These guys want. I have a sense that they want directed towards a goal, and then being satisfied when they accomplish that goal. And that's kind of what I want to do here. Is creating a me being aggressive towards them to do the work, to do what they need to do. But when they do it, they instantly get gratified for it. Get gratified aggressively. So that doing the whole like nice job, bud, and just like punching the guy or positively, and get continually getting a showing order and showing that I can give order in a an aggressive way, but also giving them gratification.
So are you trying to rule through fear or respect?
I'm
Fear respect.
I guess.
Are you trying to be loved or feared?
I think Gore would go from fear. I think that would be
then make
like
me a strength-based intimidation check.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Strength-based intimidation.
I think he would try to be respected, but it would turn into fear.
Yeah.
Every effort of Gore's is like, I'm gonna win these guys over. They're gonna be my friends, and they're all just terrified of him.
Yeah. So I have +9 to intimidation.
Also, Tom, increase the Ashen Horde's loyalty by 1, please.
That is a 16.
16, yeah, great. They'll buy it. You can also increase the Gorguts gang their loyalty by 1.
Awesome. As well as so I am up to 13. So as on our way back, if I can find scrap, maybe on the side of the road, like on the side of the path, like if we're going through a smaller area, I'd like to do a little bit of pillaging. If I don't find one, that's fine. But
yeah, now see, with the 14 survival, you can absolutely, like, there's always a little bit to be found, but you'll find some a occasional burnt out settlement sticking out of the dunes, a destroyed ruin of a vehicle or something that's only been partially picked clean. You absolutely find like replaceable parts and that sort of stuff as well, and scrap metal and all that too.
Awesome. And we'll as we're driving, I want to get more in tune with the vehicles. So I know that I have like proficiency with it, but lightly. I'd like to be a proficient, like fully skilled.
Yeah. By the end of this, you could be after a full day out there being taught by your boys. You can be proficient with the war machines as well.
Perfect. All right. And then we'll make our way back, and when we come back, I'll bring in and I'll hype up the clan or the gang, and showing the group what we can do under my rule. This is what we can do with my rule, and showing the barrels and barrels and barrels full of fuel, and seeing the repair work that we can do, and showing under my rule we achieve this much more. We can achieve much more of this.
Sort of casting a vision beyond just being simple raiders and go looking for something bigger. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They're both. You guys have rather successful outings for sure.
Cool.
We'll go back to our larger party at Mad Maggie's at Fort Knucklebone, standing in the wastes outside the walls.
Mishak, do you have magic to contact our fellow honor lord or warlord?
I do. I don't believe that they can contact me back.
We should get a response, don't
Yeah,
they, or
sending
no?
spell. We can talk to you back.
Yes.
Okay, and then yes, I have the sending spell, so we can communicate with them. Yes.
Perhaps we check in and see if there's a rendezvous point that we want to for our next objective. Not that I know what our next objective is, but you guys have any ideas? Could be good at some point just to get communication devices of some magical nature that would allow us to, especially as we keep spreading off like this.
Right.
Well, do you know where that convenience store for magical communication devices is? Let me know.
I mean, let's see. The only thing I could think of, the thing I could think of is, at least from the list of warlords that we've seen in the wastes, is that the priestess Fionor and the Hellrider remnants, they've been rumored to have hordes of vast wealth and artifacts. Perhaps we could find something there. Rendezvoused at that point and laid an assault down, but I don't know much about them otherwise. So
Huh?
that's one
Could be
idea.
worth a shot.
Just if we could get in contact and begin the journey, perhaps they could rendezvous with us with the vehicles that we've commandeered from at least Gore's gang.
Get it?
I'm not sure where. I'm not sure where else. Well, if you have any other ideas, but this plan does seem to be working.
I That could be a good target for the next expansion.
And honestly, Louis, it seems like, I mean, from what we've heard, undead knights, paladins, I think that if we killed them with kindness, so to speak, kind lord, it could be, I mean, this could be a good opportunity for you to rise in the ranks, gain your people.
We'll see about that. It depends what. I'm a little confused by what type of undead knights these are. As in, are they just, under the control of some horrible undead creature, or
I see what you mean. However, I suppose if we ran into, I mean, Mishak, really, I wonder how much music you could make with the Shatter Skulls.
The Shatter Skulls.
Horus and the
yeah.
Shatter Skulls.
Yeah.
Kill their lead singer, and we've got a far better one to replace them.
they have a sing off, riff off, or whatever.
Rip off. Hey, perfect style.
Priestess Benor.
They're a trading party as well. They
Priestess
also,
Benor has probably the most valuable assets.
But they're not known to really leave their base of
We'd have to
operations.
assault.
It would
They
be
probably are the most fortified out of everyone.
we do have 2 armies at our disposal right now.
This is true.
Yeah. I would like to keep. I think it's probably more important to keep our armies at full strength, almost have a safety net, if you will, rather than bashing 2 armies and losing potentially one of them or the equivalent of one of them doing a fort,
Right.
And who knows? Other armies may have more, or at least different units that may be more helpful in actually overcoming
True.
the fort. At one point we talked about potentially flying troops, or airships or something along those lines. Am I mistaken?
I mean, it would certainly be helpful, but we'd have to get those airships first.
Yeah, well, that's true. And which means that we would have to win an assault against those airships too. So.
Aye.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, many of these conquests and all of these seem to be more so duels against the chieftain than anything else. If we can get to them first and take over whatever, at least so far, but
I tend to agree that it's tough to lure them out. We can't bait them as easily as we did a fire giant.
right.
I think our Pie Lord here has something in terms of Boris and the Shatter Skulls. They appear to be more nomadic. They probably won't have necessarily a base of operation. It doesn't seem like they're more wandering around and trading. They're probably easier to take over and add to our numbers.
Sure.
But like, what if Gawain and the
also, if they're
to...
Well, go ahead.
If they are known for trading with the other warlords, that would mean that they have resources, and also would constrain the other warlords' resources as well. Probably not too much, but enough to be at least a nuisance.
Perhaps they'd at least have information. Could be a good stop. I don't know where we could find them somehow, but that'd be the only thing.
I'm really excited to meet Boris, but this is Thomas saying that.
You what?
Thomas is really excited to meet Boris, the head of the Shadows.
I mean, I'm done to try and find them. I actually think that like getting information, if we wanted to go from Boris and then into the Hellrider remnants.
Do we have any rough mappage of where these realms are?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't have a good map. I can sort of describe it to you. I'm going to work on getting a map here in the next for next week. But
like, it's more of like military strategic. Like, hey, is there like a natural next target, a natural like good place to look for certain people?
Yeah. So very rough outline of the wastes is that they're sort of geographically south. This is as much as map, because that's another thing, is maps only sort of work, even here where it's more stable. And it's all sort of geographically south. The main infernal realm, like Zariel's like big, basically giant kingdom military setup. The River Styx is to the far east. Fort Knucklebone is kind of center, a little bit to the east. The Gorguts camp is pretty much smack dab in the center. The Gorguts camp is very central in the Central Wastes. Kovix is to the far south. He's sort of got the biggest actual territory. But people like the Oathbreakers and the Shatter Skulls, they're entirely nomadic. They don't like have a camp or anything like that.
Right.
Okay. I think either of those are actually decent targets too. I think the Oathbreakers could also use something new to believe in, so to speak. But
the Oathbreakers.
So,
how much do we know about the Oathbreakers themselves?
Sir Gawain and his band of knights once belonged to a crusading knightly order of Faerun, but betrayed their brethren and fell to the worship of the demon lord. Now they find themselves banished into Avernus by their new master as punishment for some mysterious failure of theirs in the realm of the living. The leader is Sir Gawain is beautiful and graceful to behold, but looks to be deceiving. He leads his fellow Oathbreakers, knights, an ending warpath of blood, torture, and violence.
So, giving them, I agree, giving them a purpose might actually lead to a level of loyalty as well.
Well, for both of those, whether it's the Shatter Skulls or the Oathbreakers, they don't have a set place. We would need to basically find them unless there's a better way to do that.
And that could take days.
Sounds like happenstance. I think
wonder-
what Ovar will suggest is that we start going towards wherever the Hellrider remnants are kind of based and see if we can encounter one of those parties on the way or gain more information. Or competitive.
I like that idea.
So the Hell Rider remnants are in the northwest, in a basically a cathedral sort of crypt sort of building, long brought to ruin, that they tried to build as literally a holy shrine in Avernus, but it's obviously since fallen to ruin. It's in a mountain valley in the far northwest.
Okay.
So we gotta find a balance of leaving our lands adequately defended.
Yeah, my next question would be, is that the closest known location? Or is there another warlord that's closer to...
Obviously not including Kovacs, because I think we need to save him till we have more strength.
Yes.
I agree.
He's endgame.
Well, then there's only Maggie, though. It's literally the remnants.
And
I guess
the
there's
Blackbone.
There's
Maggie.
there is Sir
Gwen.
Gwen.
What about Bitter Breath?
Bitter Breath,
I
yeah.
actually think we have the most to gain by taking on Bitter Breath. I think Hobgoblins are capable of they fill a hole of tactics that is super lacking in our army thus far.
Okay.
I like it.
I know
I'm
it
down for
doesn't
that.
give us. It does not
How
give
far
us
away
air.
are they?
Yeah, it doesn't give us air support, but it does give us, like you said, tactical advantage that the rest of us don't have.
I don't think anyone really has their sport, do they?
No. Well, they have wing devils, but their wings are gone.
Oh, well.
I think. Or is it just Bitter Breath?
Bitter Breath is the only one whose wing's been torn and no longer has a voice.
Okay, so then we have wing devils. Then, so we have air support. Really poor wing support, but wing support has all that.
I like how most of these are just like these paragraphs end with an endless cycle of violence and torture and blood and.
Love it.
You're catching on.
You're learning.
Blake, where is the Blackbone tribe? Like, where do they?
The Blackbone tribe is sort of southwest-ish. We're going to take a very quick 5-minute break, actually. 1, because I need to use the bathroom. 2, I'm sketching out the roughest map you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
That's actually really nice. Thank you, Mr. DM,
Love
sir.
that.
Great.
This is by far the most unhinged D&D campaign.
I'm kind of loving it though.
It's
I
fun.
know, it's great. It's
Last
great.
session, because I missed last session, but the session before that was when I just flat out blew up a camp.
Yep.
Do you guys get updated on those details? Because I thought it was really funny.
It was great.
It's a good time.
I didn't realize that the big guy was a fire giant that you guys killed the
Yeah.
last time.
Mhm.
I didn't know that you guys killed the fire giant. I saw a
And-
picture in the chat, and I was like, "What?"
He's pretty strong.
Gore only hit him once, and it was a crit. And then the only damage that was dealt to him was him getting smashed into the ground and then in a lava pit. Gore did not
Oh my
do a very
God.
good job, but
Wait, we made it.
Jacob did all the work. It was good.
Which makes sense that you now are
Yeah.
the honor lord of the orcs.
And I think that worked out really, really well. I'm the only one who speaks giant, I think.
Yeah.
And
Joke's on you. I speak not giant,
well,
but I can speak Latin.
hey.
Mhm.
Yeah, also these guys seem solid. Like their traits are super synergistic. I'm aggressive, so we get +2 to our battle rating when we make attack rolls. and we have the brutish quality, which lets us, if we hit by 5 or more, or if we like succeed on an attack roll by 5 or more, we get +1 to damage.
Come on.
Where is this?
Yeah. Blake sent out in the general chat. Let me.
Oh, I gotcha. It's the
The
It's
mass
the-
battle.
yeah. How do we know which system, who is with what? Like how do you know that you guys are we are getting those?
Well, Blake DM'd me the traits for the Ashen Horde.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a little bit more sense.
Dude,
I don't think I got that.
see, I can't decide. Okay, because like I feel like a lot of these kind of relate to specific people. Like
Yeah.
you know, Boris and the Shatter Skulls can be like me, Shaq's army.
Right.
You know,
Definitely.
so I'm trying to figure out what the heck this is.
Right.
Oh, I don't think all of us have like a 1-to-1, and I don't think these ogres were necessarily made for Jacob.
They might not have been, but
I
like
think it
they
just
kind of
works
were.
out really well.
Yeah.
Thomas, I would argue that the closest one for you would be the remnants.
It's either the Remnants or the Oathbreakers for sure.
Yeah, I mean they're both.
So
I feel
yeah,
like the remnants are more.
I think if we end up encountering the Hellrider remnants, I don't know if violence is really the way to win them over. I think we need to figure out how they're feeling about Zariel today. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the vibe for 3 of the groups. 3 of the groups are remnants of Zariel's original crusade. Because you got the remnants, you got
The Oathbreakers
Bitter Breath.
are
The
the
Oathbreakers are Crusaders originally.
yup.
They're crusading knightly orders, but
So I don't think they were part of Zariel's
They
crusade.
weren't necessarily part of Zariel's, but they were.
no,
Yeah,
they're just crusading.
crusading.
But like the remnants, Bitter Breath's group, and then Korvik's group were all originally related to Zariel's army.
I will say too, we have Larry, so maybe that
Blake,
can
I love this
affect
picture. This
overall
map is
remnants.
wonderful. I don't know why it went in up sideways, but I'm here for it.
I don't know why it sent sideways either.
Hey, man.
Oh no. This is helpful.
Oh
Yeah,
that's,
it really does seem like it doesn't matter which direction we go.
you kindly put it in the maps chat, perhaps.
What?
Really? I'm gonna try to rotate it.
Actually, let's. Oh, great! Yeah. Do it.
Also,
Yeah,
I
that's my
am,
phone, so
just a reminder, I'm heading out at 10:30. That's still 40 minutes from now, but hi, Ruth.
hi Ruth.
Yeah, little frogs. Ruth, how old are you now?
She's hands,
3.
fingers, old.
3.
Turned 3 on Wednesday, so very excited.
Oh, happy birthday to her.
Oh,
Good job, Ruth.
dude.
So, where are we going?
Where do you want to? Oh, no, yeah, that's right. We need to figure out where we're going.
You said you guys
we're-
are still. Did you guys get? You guys are still at Mad Maggie's camp as of
We
right
are.
now. Yes.
Well, it sounds like we need to all. Well, that's just on the way to the. As a large
back.
party. without us to get the Gorbets. To be honest, if we have two armies and one of them can go and start fighting. Just our area, and just assuming that no other area just kind of...
Yeah, there's no static border. Truly static border on this map is the entrance to the mountain pass for the Hellrider remnants. They never venture outside, and they kill anyone who ventures inside of it. Is beyond that mountain, the entrance to the mountains. Other than that, it's basically like power projection beyond that.
And then Blackbone Tribe, they don't necessarily have... They're not locked in, are they?
No, they are.
They are, like, we could do a siege on them?
Yeah, they've got the Blackbone Tribe, that's the Hobgoblin Tribe. Under Bitter Breath, they have their own, camp.
I like the idea of going and get the Blackbone Tribe first.
There is a strategy-sized hole in our team.
Okay, let's do it. Maybe if you do some sending to both of our other boys.
We do have to note that this is kind of playing into what Maggie suggested. Do we want to do that?
What did she suggest?
I think she gave good information as kind of a little bit of a peace offering.
What are you referring to?
She just said mentioned I'm also a little bit of Fey Hobgoblin, and then she was like, this could be a good next step for your little power struggle vibe is going to the Blackman side, because they're also Hobgoblin. That was it.
Which is true, but you could argue that we're going to do that regardless at any point. Like, I don't necessarily... Like, you could argue that we're going into our plans at any time.
The only thing we know, or the only information that we get from Mad Maggie suggesting it, is that it's in the best interest of Mad Maggie that we do that. I don't think we super mind that right now. I think she's... Not an ally. Well, yeah, kind of an ally. At least.
Okay. What's our strategy with these hobgobs, though?
I think we need to get there first and look at the camp.
No, I mean, are we going to try to take the avenue of laying siege, or trying to somehow lure the head?
Using the armies or not?
Because we still got to manage the fact that we have two armies and land and territory to protect. Do we just not create a traveling warband?
You think we could just bring them to me with a show of force? We could just roll up with two armies and then be like, "Hey man, you don't want this smoke? Just surrender now. Life will be good."
I mean,
from what I remember, and I'm rolling an 11 on my history check. Still +4 rolling, but with how Hobgoblin, specifically culture, would take that, in my own experience, what would be the best strategy? As far as let's challenge, let's overwhelm them by our might.
Yeah. So I mean, you still pass it with flying colors. You are a Hobgoblin. You grew up in it.
Right.
It's very much a might makes right sort of thing, but not in a super chaotic. It's they're very lawfully. So they care. The naked power grabs are still sort of frowned upon. There's negotiation or inheritance, that sort of stuff. Yeah, you got to be able to hold on to it, but they're not like the Gorguts gang, where big man with big stick rules, or the Ash tribe, the Ash Horde. It's not. Okay. They're a little more. They're not all slavering savages like what you guys have right now.
But perhaps we do bring our two armies
in sort of a show of power, and then begin convincing and negotiating, one, that there is a hobgoblin in our Lord's Alliance that would be by blood better than some kind of bone devil. We could make that argument that I don't want to make myself because I have terrible charisma, but I think we have plenty of Rizlords up here.
We could be the mouthpiece, so to speak.
Mouthpiece sort of thing. We just like put on a show of great intimidation. And if all else fails, we invite them to a feast of truce in which we poison their leaders with terrible pies.
Malicious pie.
Malicious, nefarious
Nutritious.
pies.
Nutritious pies.
A nutritious pie would be crazy at a feast. Thoughts?
I think the only question that remains is like, if say we go up there in a show of force, possibility 1, Christmas Dreamland, they're immediately like, yeah, absolutely, we surrendered, no problems. That doesn't seem super likely. So what's possibility 2? Like, I don't think they attack us. Or I don't think. Well, I don't know.
I think worst case scenario is a full out just like war on the plains. That would be like worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Would be they come out and two armies against each other. I think more so, the hope would be a standoff. We don't use the armies at all. It's just a show of force.
Yeah. Possible. So what's your proposition to kind of get over the hill of claiming leadership for yourself? Leadership. What about these armies makes you a fit leader? What's your narrative?
Question. The one idea I already have is by blood.
Yes, absolutely.
Clan-based society.
Yep.
Open to more suggestions. I think this would be a good.
Blood is a great starting point, I think, but also, like, what's your grand design for them? I think any actual military is going to want to know that when you're going in.
Greater vision.
So I think this is again where you being a hobgoblin, sort of the hobgoblins, sort of their whole racial thing. Like, all right, if the dwarves is mining, if orcs is fighting, their thing is ever expanding conquest. Like, without just
that's easy.
Make more, build a bigger. They're very simple in that manner. Now they're organized about it, but they're very simple in that.
All right, we will unite the hobgoblins via a blood claim, and then on top of that, the glorious vision of the Helldiver Lord's Alliance that will take over, truly take the wasteland, and bring the fight to Zariel.
Hell yeah.
Like give him the whole vision.
Meshach?
United.
I think they can do that. Yep.
I sense your talents might be helpful in creating some vivid imagery.
Indeed.
I can conjure something up, I'm sure.
That's just like
this may be a show later than we have seen before.
Someone is talking, just being like having like a major image that's just showing like actually giant battles happening. Like conquest and like the head of Zariel getting taken off, what could go wrong?
I do feel like as a more strategic group of individuals, they're going to understand the whole idea of a group of warlords a lot easier. So
we can finally talk about it out loud. They get it.
I think they'll understand it as long as they have a humongous gripe. If they have a gripe against Zoriel and understanding that, hey, it's the bad, like, we need to, like, but they're not, yes, they have a gripe, but at the moment, they probably don't have a good means of changing that because of their
And I think
current power.
you need to make it clear what their position in this army is too. They're the brains. That means they're like not on top, but like they will be the ones that are in control of the shape of this movement.
Yeah.
Like I think you can sell that to them.
Yeah, this is good.
Or like even as a we like as you you are the link, like you are the link between that group and the coalition itself.
Right now we are dumb ogres and dumb lycanthropes. Y'all like I think they have to be assured, and the assurance will probably come to bear that they're going to have a high position in this new military order.
Mm-hmm. I like that a lot. I think this seems pretty solid, and most of the other stuff that we just can't plan for otherwise. So let's go crazy. I think if we bring, so we have to bring armies. It'll take a little bit of time.
There is some risk to acknowledge with leaving, like taking our armies.
That's true.
I don't think we take both of them.
Honestly,
we take a small cohort of each like tribe that we have right now,
and then we could show that the coalition is like functioning too.
Like that.
Then we wouldn't have to like completely weaken the orders of Gorguts.
Yeah.
We could just take some like named, like well-known commanders. A little bit.
They say the Ashen Horde. They don't have a home base. They can go where you want. Yeah. The Gorguts gang sort of have the home.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
but
we need
to know that there's a coalition forming, and also, I was going to say we can bring that one guy that we promised the promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can bring Mr. Barkley.
Okay.
Barkathy. Sorry.
Barkathy.
Yeah, and that's who.
Barkley
So when we talk about this,
Barkathy is a great name for a dog.
Barkathy, yeah.
Barkathy.
I'm going to trade out who I'm going, like who's coming with me to events. So the idea with that is the people that I'm talking to during that, like grabbing resources, can talk with the rest of the crew while I grab a new batch. That way the coalition gets stronger because of what's going on. I am slowly integrating myself through small groups of people. And so then I don't have to work very hard to get the entire group because they're all talking to each other because they're a little bit more social. But yeah, my main assistant will be Mr. Barkley during this.
That's not his actual name.
Yes, his name is Mr. Barkley because that's what you said.
Charles Barkley is on our.
I said Mr. Barkathy.
Barkathy, sorry. Barkathy.
Well, he's been reaching.
Sharp claws.
Yeah, all right, whatever. I dug my grave. I'll live in it.
Barkathy. I'll say Barkathy.
Let's do it. Right. So we bring a small coalition of Gorguts, and we might as well just bring all of the ogres because they're traveling anyway.
Yep. All right, so right now you guys are still in the wastes outside Fort Knucklebone.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do one thing at a time before we get to any of that.
Sending spell?
Sending spell to both vehicles then brought from.
Have Gore's party come pick you guys up, bring you back to the Gorguts camp. So this will all this whole excursion is probably about 2 days to get out and back and that sort of stuff. And you guys can have this meeting at the Gorguts camp. You have this whole strategy meeting. While you guys are in this meeting, the alarm goes off. A You guys are back in the Gorguts camp in that same central command central command perch.
Is everyone there? Is our full party there?
Yep, you're all reassembled here. This is like 2.5 days after we started this session. A were-rat comes scuttling up the stairs and pokes at him. Boss!
Yes.
There's a messenger for you. For all of you. It's outside. And he will turn and scuttle right back down the stairs, as if he does not want to be looked at.
I'll go down, I guess. Let's see what we can do. See what we can find.
Magnus, maybe for safety's sake, you take a higher position unseen.
There are
Guard us.
kind of like a little perch within the Gorguts area.
Yeah,
Mr.
so
Dean.
outside the gate. So there's a gatehouse over the gate that you could be in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be up there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Gore to make sure he has commended or Ripich. What is his name?
Squill.
Ripich.
Ripich. For his service. Make sure you commend him.
I can do that.
So he doesn't think he's gonna die.
Yeah. I'll. We'll talk with that. We'll talk about that in.
We don't need to go through the RP of that, but like.
I don't know what you're planning to do with him. If you want it, like you got Demonic, or if you ever just want to get started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll hold that for a second.
As you come to the gate, there is a single devil in a devil's ride, one of the motorcycles, at the gate. He is a bearded devil, one of the sorts you have fought before. He's got a golden mask over his face, carved very much in a snarling visage. Sort of the tentacles coming out below it. He's in heavy golden armor with a long, ornate glaive.
Who is this?
State your business.
I come bearing a message from Legate Kovix of the 8th Legion for those in command here.
What does he want?
Would this new coalition come out to speak?
We are here.
Is everyone outside?
Except.
Go
ahead.
I believe.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. The only person would be Magnus, would not be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might come in the gate.
Huh?
He has a message for all of you, and he wishes to know that you all receive it. If I might see each of you. I see we are one short.
News travels fast.
You've been a disruptive force for 4 days now.
Yes. I look up toward Magnus and I nod.
A crossbow bolt comes out and hits him in the head.
I actually, low-key, kind of just want to shoot a crossbow, like, next to my allies, and then, like, move different position.
Don't
He will
worry.
not reveal himself very well.
He can hear
It'll be
you.
taken as a sign of low faith.
Or high
Kovix,
intelligence.
the undisputed master of these wastes, is calling a meeting of vassals and tributaries. All the tribes and bands of the wastes are called to meet him at neutral ground. That of Boris, he has agreed to host very graciously.
Oh. This is
All the
certainly-
waste, everyone who's anyone in the waste shall be attending.
And if I may,
You are hereby invited.
Right. Good to know. Thank you. What are we to expect when we arrive? We are new, as I'm sure you can tell. Two
Yes.
brothers.
The balance has been upset. Vorgath is gone.
Yes.
Raga is gone. New terms must be established.
I was not aware that the folk of the
What about
Waste were terms-making types.
You will learn much in the coming days.
I will be pleased to.
Kovic expects you all. He's not one to disappoint. It'll be, let me look at that. Due southwest of here. About a day's journey, you will not be able to miss it.
When?
As soon as you can get there.
Oh,
Okay.
of course.
And
Are
he will
we?
get on his ride and he will turn and peel out, throwing whip it around, throwing ash and dust at you, and
You may now shoot him, Magnus.
peel away.
Well,
It's just a fun adventure to think.
I have a
How far
feeling.
away is the? How far away is the hobgoblin camp from here?
Probably about 2 days. You got to go through some mountain passes and stuff. It's probably about
Southwest.
2 days. More southwest. Yeah.
Okay.
We could try contacting some of the other, we could try contacting Maggie and seeing if she's actually going or not,
that may
So
be
it's-
wise.
so as to confirm that the legitimacy of this meeting. Otherwise, it seems like he may be trying to just lure us out into the open to kill us.
I have a feeling that we are being challenged. Regardless.
I mean, this might be an excellent opportunity to just take out all the leaders and amass one large army in one go.
I don't think that. Well, we are new, and I believe that if this announcement has informed us of anything, it is that they consider us a threat that warrants answering. If we attack them, I think we will be the first to fall. They will set our sights on us before others.
Right.
But gaining information will, I think we will learn a lot from this meeting. I think you're right about that. It will certainly help us to kill in due time.
It's on the way. And we'll get to meet Boris.
Yes.
Boris, son of the...
We should still try to confirm with Maggie, though. We might-
Yes.
I
Agreed.
think so.
Would it be helpful? Do you think she would answer to a sending spell?
I think it's worth trying.
It is due diligence, I think.
I'm going to attempt to communicate with Maggie.
Yep. You can do so clearly. You can tell it's gone through.
Does she
Does she
respond?
respond back?
What do you say to her?
Yes.
Girl, where you at? You going to the parquet?
Send us an invite
You
to a
up?
meeting. Are you going? Yeah, you up.
Come on over, girl.
How you doing, honey?
Hey, girl boss, how you doing?
Sugar plum?
Hey, girl boss, you going or not?
Yeah. Something along those lines. I have 25 words, so.
Yeah.
I think you use all those pickup lines and nothing else actually important.
Just a deluge of brain rot pickup lines. Also, she's going, yes, it should be most interesting. I very much hope to see you all there.
Dang it! It's not a trap. It's a thing.
No. Well,
Insight check or Nisha.
well,
You can try
Why
to
don't-
incite a voice message, I guess.
or as well as Jacob, like, why don't you guys ask around with your more top lieutenants if this has ever happened before in their memory?
I can. Yeah, I'll ask. I'll ask some of the
Barkathy.
guys.
Barkathy.
Yeah, I'll ask
This
Bark.
happened.
I'll ask
Yeah.
specifically Barkathy.
Barkabee.
Yeah, it happens once in a while. It's been a few years, but if things get messy, someone's causing trouble. They're having a meeting, you're saying? That means, well, this should be interesting. Well, I'll keep my mouth shut.
Speak.
Do you want to become general?
Well, if you have killed two of the biggest power players in the Wastes, and you are unknown, people don't know you. Kovacs likes to throw his weight around, and you're clearly a threat to the system he's got going here. Otherwise, he wouldn't have called the meeting. That's how it works. You killed Vorgath. I don't think you understand how big a deal that is. He got his way. Not even Kovacs challenged him in the open.
Well, then hopefully that means
Kovacs
he'll
is-
know not to challenge us in the open as well.
We will see.
Otherwise, my boy will light him up like the 4th of July. Isn't that right, Colson?
You know it, Dad. I light that sucker up.
Hoorah.
I didn't
Colson,
notice
quick
that.
recap.
And that
Olzon is the head of the 8th Legion now.
Colson, quick recap, Colson. We're now in the way. I don't remember last time. I don't remember what last thing you were here for.
It's been a minute.
Um,
don't
we're now
worry
in
too
the
much.
wasteland. There's a bunch of rivaling factions fighting each other for power and resources. You guys have usurped two of them. Gore is now the warlord of a large tribe of lycanthropes.
Of course he is.
And Jacob is the commander of a horde of ogres.
Of course he is.
You guys are now being embroiled in the power politics of the wasteland, and the largest faction is just called a sort of a neutral meeting between the faction leaders. Since everything's been going down so quickly, named Legate Kovacs, which is where we're headed to now.
Sick.
Also, they killed Raga Draga. They turned him in to be tortured by Mad Maggie. So that's the thing.
All right. Beautiful.
Right.
So in what man are we going? So it sounds like we're going to the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
In what manner are we going to the meeting?
In style.
I think I am going to bring an entourage of like. I'm probably just gonna bring Og.
Okay.
Gut or are you planning to bring anyone?
I will bring. I will bring both. I will bring both Grorg and Barkathy. And understanding that those two will be my top dogs.
Right.
Literally.
Tristan, are you bringing what is his name? Skrelp?
Reaper Cheap?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I called him by his dead name.
it's no more. Yeah, he'll come with. I'm educating him. It'll be a good time to teach him a little bit more how to read.
He was part of the work council.
I'm like training him up right now.
Yeah.
He's like a mix between every single mouse character you've ever seen from anything. Like, I've been teaching him how to make the pies with me, so he's got a little ratatouille in him.
Wow.
You're gonna
Teaching him
make
sword work.
Makes ratatouille.
Oh yeah. Rat pie tui.
Oh,
That's a new recipe. He's gonna have made that. That'll be his OG recipe that I really admire. Rat pie tui. That's perfect.
I assume you guys are loading up in vehicles and stuff.
Yeah.
Great. Where is you guys are able to head out. It's about a day's drive. About 10 hours into the drive, you guys can see clouds of smoke and dust rising from a concentrated area. Clearly signs of living activity. It's impossible to miss. As you guys approach, you come over the rise into basically a massive crater. There's this huge bowl of dust and salt. And you see what looks to be an enormous that music festival on wheels. Think mixture between what's like the big classic music festival that all the hippies go to.
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
Yeah.
Think Woodstock on Mortal Engines.
Nice.
A massive, basically, audience area with a stage at the end is set up, and there are hundreds, perhaps thousands of undead and zombies of all sorts milling around, pretending like they're some are like doing all the things you expect, like go to Burning Man and see. This is Burning Man in hell, 100%, on a massive mobile stage. And you guys pull up, and the undead, they're like doing drugs. They're undead. They don't actually have to do. It doesn't do anything for them. They're mindless bodies, but they're still like smoking and stuff.
This really seems like your kind of crew.
Some of them come in. It all seems a little bit disjointed. They don't really they're not quite passing the uncanny valley, but like, hey man, welcome to the Shattered Skulls. Bunch of stuff. They don't quite talk right, but they make an effort. You guys are able to pull up. Yeah, parking's right around back, man. It's free, bro. They'll let you guys in.
Let's ride, brother.
Like, I just wanna like see your drafting process for coming up with all of these ideas for the various war bands. These are great.
Stoner skeletons. Underline.
That's Stoner skeleton. That's good.
Sorry, give me 1 second. All right, you guys pull up. You're welcomed onto the main primary stage. Skeletons sort of mingling around. There's no one on the stage right now. There's sort of like some shacks and stuff in the back, sort of like a backstage sort of building, where like sort of a control tower, like this thing might be driven from. This is essentially a massive. You could tell that the ramshackle construction. This is like 100 demon grinders pulled apart and put back together in a way as just be a giant, slow-moving vehicle.
Come on. A driving fortress. We could use that.
we could.
It could
We
be
could use
all
a lot of
yours,
things.
Mishak.
For the low price of a riff-off win.
Yeah.
of like, man, like what if man, we took over the wasteland, wasted land.
The wasted land.
What if we become the concert hub?
I've taken some inspiration. If it comes to a sing off, you all have heard me play. I think we'll win.
I believe that wholeheartedly. Well, I suppose we see what's in store.
Excellent. You guys, you can sort of go into the crowd, and there's just a bunch of they're waiting around for the show. They're sort of talking, and that's again, they're all pantomiming. They're all clearly enthralled to some sort of necromancer of some sort. You guys sort of make your way to the front, like, oh, hey, you guys here for the meeting? They're all back behind stage. You guys can just walk right in. Yeah, security cleared. You don't worry.
Good.
Thanks.
And you guys sort of make it through the front.
Hey guys.
Hi, Owen.
And they will sort of take you into basically a medieval hellish, think like green room lounge, where like a comedian or artist would like rest before they go out on stage. And you guys will meet Mr. I suppose I could just post it.
Alright.
Boris.
Mr. Boris.
Yeah, bruh.
It's just Brooks from One Piece, straight up.
Oh no. Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Actually,
You're right. Jacob, you are.
What's up?
And he's just sort of lounging like on a chair made of bone, just like sort of picking at a guitar, like sort of like will occasionally like just whip out a crazy riff, super quiet, just sort of quick, like. It does not notice you guys enter. He's sort of faced away from you at a 45-degree angle, and he's alone in the room, just sort of picking away at his guitar.
As we walk in the room, I pull up my guitar and I hit a riff just to like almost just attempt to interrupt him, just like a just to get his attention.
He'll stop for a second, not turn around, and respond with a crazy intricate riff.
Understanding how this works, I'm gonna go.
Roll a performance check. Roll a
straight
performance
up.
check.
Play the devil went down to Georgia, man.
You're doing right. Play the devil.
My performance check is a 26.
Let's go.
Yeah. He'll stop, look at his guitar. He'll nod. You'll see his head nod up and down for a second. He'll sort of lay the guitar on the chair next to him. I'm Boris. Good to meet you.
All right.
And look, he'll raise
Boris.
a bleach white skeletal hand out to you, Meshach.
The name's Me. It's nice to meet you.
It's got to be a stage name, right?
You got
I'm
it.
nodding behind
I'm
him.
in showbiz.
Yeah, I get it. Boris Kuznetsnikov does not quite have the same ring as it either, but Boris is easy. People can say that one.
Boris. We've heard much about you, Boris.
Have ya? Good things, I hope.
Mostly.
We have fun here. Lots of fun.
Is that your main goal in this life?
Man, What more are you gonna do here in hell? Other than raise hell itself. Have a good time.
That's one way of looking at it. You ever thought about trying to get out?
Why? This place rocks. Captive audience? What more? What could a man like me want?
Maybe a lead singer.
Anything I want, I get.
I lean over to Louis, and I'm like, I've never felt more connected to someone in my life.
Oh. Louis pukes a little in his mouth.
Somewhere Brandy gets a cold chill.
Here's a riff of a skeletal guitar.
Boris, how, if you don't mind me asking, how did you amass such a fan base, if that's what you call them?
The mass? Well, I would hope because they like the music. I don't know why else they'd be here.
It's fascinating. I've never had undead at my concerts before. It's fascinating, the different people you will run into in the industry.
Yeah, well, you gotta play to who's there, and not exactly the Waterdeep scene down here.
You've played at Waterdeep.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Roll a history check.
It's like
That's a 23.
Okay, yeah. You have it's starting to ring a bell. Like, oh, this guy's a guy who actually was alive in the real world. I've heard of Boris the Shredder.
Meshach, like the epiphany lights up. You're Boris the Shredder? And he like pulls down his like right butt cheek, and he's got a tattoo of Boris the Shredder on his cheek.
Nice.
I'm a big fan.
oh man.
No, I love to meet. No, it's so good to have you. It's so good to find and meet a fellow artist. You know. That what you know about Boris the Shredder is he was basically the Ozzy Osbourne of about 80 years ago.
Yep.
He was big. He was huge. Some scandal took place, and he was never seen again. He was wanted by the law briefly. They chased him. They never found him. That's not all. That's like the sort of the short story of Boris that people would know today.
Yeah. I say, you went missing long ago. But I occasionally hear people playing your songs in the back alleys. Ever since you were missing, Waterdeep almost put a ban on your kind of music, and I've been trying to bring some of the style back, really. Waterdeep's a little bit more sophisticated. They don't understand they don't understand rock and roll.
Some things never change. It's the system, man. You can't have it.
It is the system. It is. Soon they're gonna outlaw dancing too, and it's just the actual worst.
Don't get the priests, all the moral do-gooders. Say, oh no, don't do that. Don't worship that. Don't do that thing. Oh, what? Who's to say you can't drink a little blood on stage? It's art. It's expression.
Meshach like visibly is like, there's a reason why you're the king. Some of us aren't quite there yet.
You'll get there. Look at you, you're halfway there already.
Boris, what do you know, Boris, about there's a bunch of geographical conundrums going on right now. The different warlords, people raiding each other, fighting. How do you take a back seat to this, or are you actively involved in these what they're
Screw
calling
war,
military
man.
conflicts?
Screw war. They're all concerned with it. I just said this is a system. That's the system made manifest right there, fighting over resources, power. All these guys at each other's necks. They can't just have a good time. Make love, man. Everyone knows this in their heart. They ignore it. They're out there killing each other over the scraps. Here I am with my fans. We're the only happy people I see.
Well, Mr. Boris, what are your thoughts on, in order to really connect with you, I would love an opportunity to play with the great, what are your thoughts?
It's safe to prove yourself, but we might get to that point. But first, you gotta prove yourself worth. You want to cut it on that stage. You've got to be great. You've got to be the best, or they'll eat you alive. This crowd don't forgive.
I'm sure they don't. What do they typically like? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of some older stuff that you've been playing, a lot of your classics that they've heard before. But what does your army, fan base, what do they really love? What gets them really shoving each other and head banging and just absolute animalistic? What really drives their souls?
Nothing less than sheer unadulterated skill. Nothing holding it back. You go out there and play the bagpipes. You do it better than anything they've ever heard. They'll love you for it. Please don't do that.
Really?
But they would do it.
I don't know how to play bagpipes, unfortunately.
Well,
I do want to
expression.
learn. Okay.
You could go out there and play the polka. If it's good polka, they'll do it.
Okay.
All you got to do is be the best.
Well,
that's why I'm here.
would you mind?
Is I can shred like no man you've seen.
Like cheese.
In the spirit of rock and roll, Boris, in the name of the greats, I've earned somewhat of a reputation in Waterdeep myself. I mean, I've had crowds of the Lords of Waterdeep. I've had we've filled the entire battle arena, the Colosseum, with what was it, Louis? It was somewhere around 50,000. Was it?
I'll give you that.
Yeah, it was standing room only, and the capacity I think was 45, but we managed to squeeze an extra 5, I think. You see, I don't want to bring you dishonor, Boris. But if you haven't been to Waterdeep in a long time, they're calling me the greatest of all time now.
Is that true? Is this a persuasion or a deception check you're making?
This
For
is
sure.
I mean, this is a blatant lie, so it's deception for sure.
It's not big
Swing
deal.
That's a 19.
He's not going to roll great on insight.
Okay.
You think you can hang with the big ones? You think you believe you're going to last the test of time? I can see it in your eyes.
You do see like a little flame in Meshach's eyes.
Yes, I like you. I like you a lot. I know a lot of other people that like you too. Very well, you'll have your moment on the stage. You'll have it.
I would like to have it with you, per se. Perhaps a riff off, if you will. Your riffs against mine. I'd love to see if your crowd responds better to you or me.
Dang.
This is ballsy.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a persuasion check. The
So
DC is going to be kind of stupid high.
Are we the first ones here also?
Yeah.
For this guy? Okay.
Persuasion's a dirty 20.
Not going to cut it.
Dang it.
Sorry, one. I'm not quite sure you've earned the right to hang with the greats yet. We'll see. We'll watch and see. But before that happens, I believe there's about a dozen other figures of questionable moral character who want to have a talk with you, and they should be here any minute. But we'll play. I'd like to see you play after the meeting.
After the meeting, perhaps a celebration of the minds of and all the meetings.
Yes, because I'm sure the meeting will end with a lovely truce that will call for celebration. That's what's going to happen. Let's keep our, stand with the system and such. Peace on earth. As if on cue, you guys will hear a great war horn echo throughout the crater. And you guys step out. You can see a variety of other hosts are all approaching from different directions. From the west, you see several hundred hobgoblins marching in formation, led by a much taller figure of a winged demon. Great glaive hung from its side. Missing its wings, you can see from afar. From the east, you can see Mad Maggie and her sort of caravan of vehicles. Redcaps hopping all over them, approaching from the east. From the north, you see riding in on what appears to be zombie horses of some sort, a collection of no more than 3 or 4 dozen heavily armored knights, a gleaming figure with long golden hair riding at their fore. And from the south, apart from the vehicle you're currently on, you see the largest infernal war machine actually made for combat you've ever seen, easily the size of 3 demon grinders together.
The USS Grinder.
Very much almost a small battleship on wheels. Flanked by must be dozens of other smaller vehicles, all brimming with devil soldiers with a great banner hanging from the top of it. The banner is an 8 made out of chains. These 4 factions are all converging on Burning Man here, and all begin to set up camp outside. The tension in the air is palpable.
Do they have their full armies with them?
They all came with a. You don't know the full strength of their armies, but you all know they came with a lot more people than you did.
Fair.
Quick question.
Yeah.
And if this has already been answered, you can just tell me that. But the guy leading all the hobgoblins, would he look familiar to Tristan? And I mean, you might already know who he is.
You do not know. You've not met Bitter Breath before.
I just didn't know because we're both hobgoblins if we would like have any idea.
So they are not. They are not led by a hobgoblin. They're led by
I just didn't know if like any like if we would have any idea.
No, you've not seen him before.
It appears to be a post-hell development for them.
But our plan was to go over there and take them over pretty soon by right of blood and conquest. So we'll get there. Well, I think we might. I like whispered to the rest of us, like, might need to plan an escape route.
Yeah.
Depending on how things go.
I think we're undermanned.
I will be trusting Magnus's intuition on that.
I like to build this confidence in ourselves, right? That's how we have to portray it anyway.
Certainly.
Well, a projection of bravado will definitely be helpful here, I think.
I agree.
Galay, the rock.
No projection is needed. We are dangerous men in our own right, and we have the right to stand here among dangerous men.
Yes, that's true. His little shush.
Shush.
Hush now.
Whoa.
Bitter breath.
Freaky.
Oh, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
I think that's everyone.
Sick.
We all know what Mad Maggie. I'll just simply send it anyways.
Oh. She's my least favorite.
Yeah, she did seem a little out of place.
Creepy as heck.
I'm more afraid of her than I am of Mr. Kovacs.
Yeah.
Excellent. They all these figures filter in. Bitter Breath notably has a hobgoblin at his side, a heavily armored, one in plate armor, heavily scarred, almost certainly some sort of lieutenant. They'll all filter into basically a tent with a big meeting table at it. Not only there are chairs provided. Everyone brings their own chair and moves them aside, except for Boris, who sits in a regular scrap metal chair. Sort of puts his feet up on the table, lounging around. Legate Kovacs has some enslaved, actually like living humans, pulling in almost like a much taller, grander, very like Game of Thrones sort of spiky sword throne sort of thing. There's a lot of posturing of I'm taller than you, I'm bigger than you, as everyone settles in at the table.
Gore is gonna go back and grab the driver's seat from the vehicle that we brought and set it over top. So set it over top the seat that's there and sit in it like a booster seat. And then have have both Grog and Barkathy at each of my sides. Each of them holding my weapons.
Excellent. Og, how about you? Or Jacob, how about you?
I think it is in my best interest right now to look like the smallest person, but not by a lot.
Excellent. So you'll sit down casually like anyone else? Yep.
Yep.
Great. No one says a word as each of these figures sit down. Is anyone else going to do anything in the chamber? Great. All right. Just Owen's not here, so I figured not. There's an awkward moment of tension. Is this everyone's waiting for someone else to say something first? Until Kovacs will stand up. You guys, he's a chain devil. It is good that everyone is here. I wish to address the rather monumental changes of the wasteland that have occurred in the past 4 days. And he'll stand up and he'll start to just walk around the table, almost like Duck Duck Goose style, pacing behind everyone. There are clearly those among us here.
He does that to all of our faces.
Hi, Rude.
Gingerbread chicken.
Yeah, it has a history.
It does indeed. Oh my gosh, Ruth! Look at that 3-year-old.
He steps by Meshach and slowly lowers one of those rubber chickens next to his ear and squeezes it gently. Clearly, Vorgath is here, which makes this meeting a bit... Vorgath is dead, which makes this meeting easier as far as accommodations go. Raga Draga is dead. Tell me, what are the intentions of the newcomers? I wish to hear them speak. So let me tell you, at least from my perspective, I will speak for the 8th Legion. 2 newcomers with 5 allies, immediately usurp 2 existing factions. I see no evidence that you will stop. My conclusion, then, is that you should be destroyed. I am sure most of us in this room would come to that conclusion along with me.
Is what I was supposed to
Oh,
say.
please do speak in your defense. What is your name?
You may call me Jacob.
Jacob.
Gore.
Leader of the
Honor.
Ash.
Honor, Lord Jacob.
Oh, I didn't realize I'm surrounded by equals if you are so little as equal to me.
No.
Well, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, all. Our intentions here are simple. We are outsiders, here in a place we do not understand. We intend to leave as soon as we can. But leaving is hardly simple, and much is to be done in service to escape. We needed forces, we needed manpower, and certainly my forces are good for little else.
There there's a threat that is above the us and the Helldivers. Greater than... It's a great enough threat that you all share it. That is the threat that is Zuriel.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Right there.
You don't understand. Zariel's not a threat. She lets us be. We're useful to her.
You allow her to play you.
We do because it keeps us alive. You causing problems, gathering attention before the time is right.
What if I told you that I'm making the time, so it's right?
If you have a plan that is better than ours.
The entire audience is everyone else is like a sort of huff or chuckle under their breath. People have been talking that way for as long as for 200 years. She's got a collection of bodies far prettier than yours to prove it. You are brash, you are foolish, you meddle with powers you do not understand, and you will get us all killed. I see no reason you should not be quashed as soon as this meeting is over. I hereby propose to this council a coalition, a counter-coalition, if I might ask, that will exist until the newcomer's destruction. I invite each of you, Gawain, Maggie, Bitter Breath, to join me and annihilate them, so we can return to our petty squabbles.
That's the vision you want to follow? Petty squabbles?
We have a bigger idea. One that will give you more land, more glory, more rule. And that is just the destruction of Zuriel. At the right now, it sounds like your great leader is middly abiding by her plan, abiding by her rules. I say, let's break them. Let's take her out. Get stronger. Once she's gone, we're gone. You can have our resources. We do not plan on staying. That is our goal.
The Hobgoblin Lieutenant of Bitter Breath is going to stand up. My lord would like to convey that he does not see Zariel as a threat. Any in this room, even with our powers combined, have the capability of even hoping to defeat. Even distracted by the blood wars she may be, we are nothing but a distraction to her. It is in our strategic interest and long-term survival to lay low until a better opportunity arises.
Yeah, and have you all been united before? Under one coalition? Going against Zariel?
No, it would not matter.
Would it now?
Bitter Breath hereby raises his concordance with the proposition of Legate Kovacs. We believe the newcomers must be annihilated and the status quo restored. That is all we have to say at this time.
I expected more from those warlords. From you all. You claim to be rulers, and yet you fail at conquering each other. You fail at ambition and purpose. What more are you than simply an ant that is crawling upon the sulfur-laden dirt of Avernus? Sure, being alive is fine. And sure, having newcomers stir the pot is not a regular occurrence for you. But we have not come to overthrow you. Just as we have united. As just as we have united 2 war bands already. We have not come to destroy you guys. If it comes to that, we will. But what we offer you is a deal far greater than what you can even dream, what you have even been dreaming so far. I'm frankly embarrassed to be sitting in a room filled with people who are okay with being small, little, poking each other from a distance with their pokey sticks.
Kovacs is going to turn and look at you very slowly. You forget you're still in the small pond, boy. There are much bigger fish. I don't think you understand the situation. It is much better to be king in the wasteland than a charred corpse in Zariel's fortress. Those are the only choices. The only ones. And as of yet, I see no evidence that your expansion will stop. Maggie, would you like to speak? Man, Maggie, who appeared to be almost dozing off for a second, sort of look up, open her eyes, look up. Yes, of course, Kovacs. I was under the impression that they were planning to usurp Bitter Breath and kill the leadership of the Blackbones and install the Hobgoblin as their leader. They speak of not wanting to expand, but I believe they have designed on all of us, everyone in this room. None of us are safe. I concur, they should be annihilated.
Of course you do.
Of course you do, and it certainly is in your interest to say so.
That it is. That it is.
Well, before everyone decides to kill each other, more specifically us, I have one question. What would be a proper time to strike back at Zariel? What circumstances would you all pertain to be so good? Opportune.
Sir Gawain has been as of yet silent. He looks almost unsettlingly beautiful. He's not like a big hulking knight, he's a tall, graceful man, like form-fitting armor. His face is covered in a half mask that protects one side, so you can't see it all. It is a silver mask, and that, but this has a very handsome young man. And he's been sitting there spinning his sword on the ground this entire time, almost as if he's above it all. Oh, there's a time coming. Oh, none of you have any idea. The time is coming with Zariel. Zariel will fall. And all of you will with it. I like these newcomers. I think there's potential. I will not be joining your silly coalition. You all allying with each other forget what you are. None of you are equals. Which is why I will not ally with any of you pathetic fools, because I'm above you all. It's that simple. Alliance. Quality shared goals. No. I know who my master is, and he's not in this room. Not you, Kovacs. playing at Empire in the scraps. No, I like these new ones. I like to see you tear at each other. Have to join and have a little bit of fun. But the time for Zariel is now. Whether you know it or not. Alas. Perhaps I've said too much, but I'd love to say more. But no, I shouldn't. I should not.
Wayne, you said the time is now. Correct?
Not quite yet, but
coming by the days, inching ever closer.
Kovacs, the fool that he is right about one thing. We are in a very small pond. And there's a very, very big fish coming.
And that's not Zariel, but perhaps a weapon of hers.
No, Zariel, she's a big fish. I'll grant her that. But no, she's prey to this being. He's coming.
Gawain, what do you know about demons?
I'm not sure I admit the question. Why would I know anything about demons?
I'm not saying you would. That's why I'm simply inquisiting.
I'm not sure I want to talk to you about this.
Oh no, and certainly not in such sordid.
And I'm not sure I want to talk to you about this either. I'm gonna mock him.
I can't tell which one's prettier or not.
No, he's pretty in a weak way, but I could snap him like a twig.
I'd like that.
Oh.
Respond to that, bro.
No, Al.
What?
That you are an interesting creature. Not the interesting I like to play with.
Don't worry. Me and Boris are playing later after this meeting.
No, he meant music that time. That wasn't a weird thing.
But I actually think I'm done here. I'll let you all tear each other to shreds, but I'll ride off into the sunset and leave you all to it. Boris, you're the only smart one here. I think I'll enjoy the festivities for a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think perhaps we take a 5-minute break. I would like to communicate with my compatriots.
Kovacs will sort of lean forward again. You're welcome to leave whenever you like. No one's making you be here. There's just simply costs for not attending. But yes, you may go to speak. We will not kill you for leaving this tent.
Kovacs.
I need a single good reason I should tell you anything I know.
Because if you do not tell me what you know about Gawain, it could be the death of you, not from us.
Oh, I know everything about
Gawain
Gawain
speaks of.
He's lucky I don't tear him limb from limb. Been hunting him for years.
Well, you're talking about tearing us limb from limb.
I could tear him limb from limb. There are consequences for not attending. You like to throw your weight around. Time this saw what you really are. You're a petty warlord in a petty
But yet I'm the
war.
biggest one here, and if I'm petty, what does that make you?
Who
Well,
cares?
we happen to be the knife that's at everyone's throats right now. Because what I'm counting is about equal among us, and I don't know if any of you have ever decided to kill a fire giant before. I don't know if you want to go toe to toe with us right now. As Olvar slowly stands
With a pie in his hand.
with his hand resting on his club.
That
It just
Boris
doesn't
is
seem
gonna
like
say,
the armies are good
hey
for us.
guys, hey, let's not do this right now. You can step out of here and just go at it. That would be just a delight. We all know who we are, right? We're cool.
Don't worry, boys. I'll protect you as long as you swear fealty to this Lord's alliance.
Oh, come now.
Oh, Varl.
Disgrace to
No,
our...
I'd rather. Did you seriously just ask me to swear loyalty?
It would be a disgrace to our most gracious host's hospitality to start any conflict in here.
The absolute nerve of it.
I tap Kovic on like his elbow. I don't know how tall I am, but I tap him on the elbow. I'm like make love, not war, Kovic. Let's not fight here.
I have no intention of doing either. At least right here.
Because you're
Why,
scared.
trying to get a girl?
That too.
Kovic, I think that really says to you who you are. You do not. You simply just back down to fights. You've done it before. You'll do it here. Didn't you back down to Zuriel long before? That's why you're here.
You have no idea why I'm here.
Yeah, why are you here?
Weren't you
I
a part
have
of
answers
their
To
legion?
none of you. You cast yourselves as visionaries. I'm the only one who understands what's going on here. The only one with a chance at stopping the hordes.
So then let us help you.
No, because you are ruining everything.
We're ruining the fact that you're too much of a lazy and kitten to go against the threat that you simply back away from.
There will be no right time. There will be no right circumstances. You will look at every situation and you will say, no, I have seen similar situations before and surely this one is not opportune enough.
It is clear none of you have ever commanded men in battle. Or ruled anything beyond the tavern. Things are much greater. Plans down here in Avernus take place over centuries. You are trying to accomplish in a week what has not been able to be done for 200 years. You must understand how that looks like suicide. To anyone who knows anything.
Suicide or hope for once in something other than this hellscape?
If we are committing suicide, let us commit it. Then we are out of your hair either way. Why are you so afraid of us?
In killing yourselves, you will bring much greater forces down upon us. We walk a fine balance here.
So, regardless...
I am not ready to usurp.
Regardless, we're going to fight them out.
Mad Maggie, what do you think is the best opportune time to go against Ariel?
You ask far too many questions and expect to get so many answers.
No, I'm just curious. What would make you join our coalition instead of Kovac's?
Yes.
Because I think you're going to die. Simply put, whether you win here I think if you win here, then you go fight Zariel and you all die. And if you lose here, well, then you still all die. I don't
Even
see
with the
any.
information,
So you
I
care
should help
for
you all, not help it alone.
you
even
care
with the information that you gave us,
I'm sorry, say it one more time, Kristen.
even with the information that you already gave us.
What information?
Oh, just all of the ways that you showed us how to perhaps break Zariel. And on top of that, as I look around I'm not really looking at Mad Maggie anymore. And on top of that, how much you've helped us in taking out the other warlords.
You did.
Raga Draga was a one-time thing. He was a problem.
And
Everyone
it
here
is
knows it.
It sounds like
interesting that on our way back to your base, we found the Ashen Horde, struck them where they stood, and took command of that as well.
I think you're mistaken. I think the Ashen Horde found you. That is what they do.
You suggested to Pylord Olvar here that he usurp the throne of Bitter Breath?
I did. I did suggest it, and he rose and took the bait hook, line, and sinker.
Did he now? I don't see him usurped.
Right, because you are on your way there.
Are we?
I was like, we were all
We were invited to a meeting here.
You think I don't know anything?
I don't really care what you.
Where?
We know that you have no proof.
My reputation stands for itself, and Kovacs knows this.
Oh, how
Yes,
nice.
you know, do you think that Maggie would truly want to stab you in the back?
Do you think that Maggie would want to open a power vacuum and, destroy two considerable warlords who have risen to power very swiftly to use our image as an opportunity to create a power vacuum? Surely she would not want to do that. Especially not to factions that arose in her very backyard. That she would have quick and easy access to.
You make an interesting case. Everyone knows what Maggie is. And it is right, she does have eyes everywhere. I believe she's telling the truth about you, that you are trying to usurp everyone here, clearly. Of course, she would never be telling anything out of the goodness of her heart. All goes to her desires. No, I don't trust her at all. But I think she's telling the truth. And she's offered to ally against me to destroy you.
She said that. Perhaps
What
she's
if she
our.
chose to fight me would be her annihilation.
Oh?
That is the one thing I can always trust her to do, is act out of her own self-preservation. In that sense, she is dead honest. And me, having the means of her destruction, can trust her in a certain sense.
You seem to forget we have armies of our own. You stand against us. How will you
I think you
stand?
need to look at the balance sheets again. You know from what you've been told, the 8th Legion is by far the largest war band and the most powerful in the Wasteland. Like they could probably fight everyone combined on pretty equal footing.
Oh, okay. Well, that was okay.
Risky.
Yeah.
Interesting. Louis is going to didn't want to do this, buddy, but just a little more cause for belief in something. I'm gonna take Larry out, and just to try to throw Kovacs off, Because he will not have known Larry, right?
Wayne would have, right?
He doesn't know. I don't know. There's nothing about him.
It says originally part of Zariel's army.
Yeah, Larry will come out. He'll look. What is that thing doing here?
Oh. Oh, you think we don't know anything? We don't have any connections? We don't have any hope? Hmm. You seem to know so little.
It's very odd that Mad Maggie would not have told you that we had an extremely relevant lead, potent sources of information that put us in a very strong position.
Maybe the stars are aligned. You're talking about a condition of which to fight back. I think we have your condition.
What is it?
Gesturing to the elephant. If we can help you get that information. We can help you strike.
You talk of some new secret, some new useful information. I still have no idea what you're referencing.
Yes, that's the point. It's secret.
Then why
I might
should
be
I
able to-
believe you have anything?
Here, allow me to shed some light on the subject. Kovics. I didn't know your name before I came down here, and I still don't really care about it too much. However, every pie needs a crust. And as far as crusts go, what I'm referring to are your armies, the armies that we are amassing from the wastes, enough to not necessarily be an entire army against another, but rather a spear point into a kink, a weak link in the to be assaulted big Goliath, so to speak. Now, in order for this spear to work, and let's imagine it to be a pie, because I like pies, is that you need a crust in order to put the apple filling in there. What does everyone really want in a pie? Is the apple filling in the pie. The delicious, delightful, fragrant, cinnamon-filled loveliness that is the apple pie. However, the crust is needed as an avenue for that. You are the crust. Do you know anything about apples? Of course not. But we are the apples. Does that make more sense?
Does he speak for all of you?
He's one of the echoes of our voices, yes. Depends if you like pies or not.
Let me speak hypothetically. If, hypothetically, you had some secret knowledge or weapon that would allow us to actually strike Zariel on a somewhat even footing, I would be interested. If, hypothetically, that were to happen and that were to occur, and we were to be triumphant, I wouldn't do. This is perhaps your one condition to survive the next week, is that you would support my claim to be the new Overlord of Avernus. And therefore I can finish what I started. Which you might be interested in. Would be the removal and annihilation of all demon kind from this realm.
I can get down with that.
This is on the realm of hypothetical, because as of right now, I don't believe anything you're saying about you having any weapon against Zariel.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
No, I don't.
We have no reputation to stand on, and so our word does not speak for itself.
Of
We have
course it does.
information. We do not yet have proof. Give us this week, you say, to find what we need, draw out plans, something concrete, something we can work together on, work together with.
I need something now. Otherwise, you'll just use it to escape, build your fortifications, make your annihilation that much harder, that much more annoying.
We know where her sword is.
And presumably in her citadel, yes, of course. You forget I was in the ranks for many years. I've been to the citadel.
He's not here. Actually, he is here. You just can't see him. We have the best assassin, thief, infiltrator. Thank you, Jacob.
Of course.
We have the best infiltrator in all of Faerun with us. You don't know it, but he currently has a crossbow bolt pointed at your head right now. He will give us the sword. To him, breaking into the citadel is no big deal. That is a surety. And your life and the fact that you're still alive is what we have as surety of our plan.
You think to threaten me?
It is not a threat. It is a promise. You will not die here today.
You're right, I will most certainly not. I welcome him to shoot.
You're focusing on the threat when you should be
That
focusing
seems like a
on our
salient thing to be
asset.
focusing on.
I suppose that's a fine metaphor for this whole debacle. You're focusing on the threats when you could be focusing on the assets.
I'll give you 3 days to present a compelling case with evidence that you should not be annihilated and that you might be of some use to me in my path to the throne of Avernus. You have 3 days. After that, assuming I've heard nothing from you, my armies will march. The Blackbone tribe will march with me. Mad Maggie will march with me. Gawain can go and do whatever he wishes. Within a week, you and your entire factions will be scrubbed from the wasteland. Not a drop of blood will remain unconsumed. That is the present situation.
Well, if you will remain implacable, 3 days it shall be. Gentlemen, I believe this council is at its end.
You may all go.
I think Jacob does.
Mishek will bow to them and leave.
Gore will take his high chair and leave.
I pull up, as I get up, I pull out one of the apples from my pack, and I toss it over to Courage.
Who do you pass it to?
Go Vic.
Oh, to Cook. He'll sort of catch it, like very confused as to what he's supposed to do with this.
So that the crust might know a little bit more what the apple pie is like. I'll leave.
He's very confused. You will be able to hear. Boris will follow you guys out. Well, I thought that went great.
It could have got a lot worse.
If you want to play before you die, I'd love to hear it, Mr. Me. Um, it's a shame, maybe I'll bring you back. Maybe you could hang out with me once I'll put your head back on. Maybe we could hang out after you're dead.
As long as I can be your accompanist, sure thing.
I'll plan on it. But someone, Mr. Pie Man, I've got a message from the Blackbone. Well, I said too much already. And he'll hand you a small scroll.
Mm-hmm.
The scroll is from a hobgoblin named.
Feel free.
No. No.
Jaggle Gems.
Where is it?
Figula.
Named Karkajuk. Karkajuk. As the warlord, as the lieutenant of the Blackbone tribe, the hobgoblin leader, saying, help us kill Bitter Breath, and you have our swords.
Ooh. Oops, sorry.
Well, gentlemen, I think that our show of force and probably the metaphors of apple pies have won us at least a little something. I have our first stop in the next 3 days.
I think there's also a thought that we need the sword as well.
Sword smart. I thought we were going to take an army for that, so.
Fair.
Not that I doubt Magnus's abilities, but.
I fear to speak much aloud. Well, let us go whence we ought.
Right.
How is Gorg and Mr. Barkley doing? Like
They're not super big brain. They sort of get the baseline brute power politics of it, but they're just like they're a little bit like, oh shit, we gotta get the boys ready for a fight.
Okay.
That's sort of like they're alarmed.
Good.
They don't really know about all this talk of Zariels and big fish and small fish and all that sort of stuff. They don't really care. They're more concerned with the next week.
Yeah. Good.
Well,
I have a feeling that the one with ears everywhere will fall in line to the greatest show of force eventually.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to assume that she can hear everything that we said.
this is Maggie.
Yes.
Or
I also was thinking, if he's coming to get us in 3 days, what if we just be in Zuriel's front doorstep in 3 days? So when he comes, we amassed the army.
We ally with Zariel.
An extremely bold. I mean, it is what our opposition has already done.
Well, I'm not suggesting us to align with Zuriel. I'm just simply saying, if we are just so happen to be in the front doorstep when they come over, Zuriel won't know the difference.
I don't think they will come over.
Well,
But
Which
as
that
guts.
may buy us some time.
Well, I think we have urgent matters to attend to. Yes, Olvar?
Hi.
Well,
The sword.
let us hit the road then.
I think that's where we'll leave off, is post-meeting.
Heck yeah.
Wow.
Meshach's got a
Honestly-
gig. Olvar's got a coup.
Sounds crazy. I think this is the best it could possibly have shaken down.
Probably.
That could have gone
I-
significantly worse. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a
Yeah.
world where we could have gotten Kovics on our side. Uh,
No.
There
I
was a
think,
way, but I knew you guys weren't going to do it.
well, sure, yeah. I mean,
He's basically trying to build a parallel empire within Avernus. And so
Yeah.
you guys could
As
just
Zarya.
swear to him and be like, yeah, great. But
So, okay, I have a theory, guys, that I think Gwaine is potentially secretly maybe opening that portal and letting the demons in, and I think that little like secret weapon is like Baphomet and the other demon lords or whoever trying to wipe out them. That's my theory and what I wanted to
Yeah.
talk to you guys about, and I'm
Oh, for
super
sure.
sus of him right now.
you're
I
on
think-
the right track. You guys are more familiar with Gawaine's background than you realize.
Oh yeah. No, this is. I mean, if we look at Out of the Abyss, it's that the big demon lord who chased us down. It's the blood cult. Like, it's metagaming wise,
Yeah.
like all the chaos that was involved with like the other cult of people in Waterdeep, like the rust blades, all this jazz, blood, and then now we're down here. Gawaine's doing like, I think there's just like, I mean we've been teasing at it a little bit, especially like Out of the Abyss. So it's all going to get involved with the demons and the devils for sure.
I think
That's exciting.
I think we don't need to swear. Like, I don't think we need to get Gawaine's yes to the fight. I think he just needs to know that, like, we need to amass enough for him to be confident to join himself. So,
He's Agent of Chaos.
yeah. I don't think he's gonna say yes to joining us, but if he'll use us as a chip for himself.
that's kind of how it works in hell. Now that I'm thinking about it, Blake,
No longer trying to be
yeah.
you have my sincerest apologies. This RPG, Root, powered by the Apocalypse, has the perfect way of doing mass combat, I think, and I had never thought to port it into D&D. But basically, like, enemies work the same as characters in it. They have like 5 injury boxes. They have, well, an extremely powerful enemy would have 5 injury boxes, but like they have 2 to 5 morale boxes, and you just take one when serious damage is dealt. That I should have thought of that.
So I'll take a look at it. Right now, again, you guys can look at what I made again. Again, we're not going to use any mass combat system a whole lot, but I figure there'll be, near the end, there'll be one bigger session where we'll get a little wargamey for a few hours. And I think the system I have, like, it's not like 2 + 2 = 4, but it's like, it's 2 × 2 = 4. You know, it's not that complicated.
Right.
Yeah. And then each of you. So yeah, I don't know. Those of you who currently have a war band, I just sent you basically all the info you need to know about it.
Let's go.
It's very simple.
Hoorah. So we got 2 water bands now, right?
Yeah. Gore has one and Jacob has one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Last
That's
session was fun.
I'm really curious to see how you'll make it Pie Lord. But
He's got the hags. He's
Yeah?
gonna take care. He's gonna take control of the
take
misfits.
care of the hags, the Maggies.
That'd be interesting.
The one thing you guys should know right now, especially those of you who are commanding, is that there's a loyalty system. It's not complex. It goes from -10 to +10. 0 would be average. -10, there will be an open rebellion. +10, they're locked in. They love you. Um, that's simply affected by basically role playing. If you act in a way they don't like, it might go down by 2. It's pretty intuitive. I'll let you know if anything changes.
Where are we
Gore
at
right
now?
now.
Yeah.
Gore right now. You are at 2. Jacob, you're at 4.
Oh.
If they hit 11, do they like form into like a Megazoid, like Power Rangers style, and fight for us? Right? Like,
Power Rangers.
So
oh yeah.
their loyalty will have an effect on their performance in combat. Like, so that will affect their sort of starting mental state going into combat. If they go into combat with low loyalty, it's very likely they'll just run or just literally not fight for you.